Yes, that's right. That's right. The Xbox One is awesome.
That is correct.
That's
That
right.
is correct.
We are awesome. We are the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox One community.
Yeah.
Wow. What was... Wow.
Yeah. I gotta loosen up the lungs.
Yeah, you do. This is podcast number 174. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us on another fantastic week. As always, I am joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First and foremost, he's so smooth that when he's home alone, he announces on Mixer he's going to order junk food pizza, all while his wife is in the chat room. It's Mr. McSpicy, Mark Haywood.
That did happen.
Yeah, all right. Did that really happen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome. Okay.
My wife was in, she was out of town, so she couldn't do a thing.
What kind of pizza did you get?
Okay.
Oh, what's your favorite pizza? Favorite pizza?
That is, you may think less of me.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Because I have
It's
two.
not possible.
I have two favorites,
Okay.
and people are gonna think I'm crazy. My first favorite, there's a local pizza chain here in Utah called The Pie,
Oh, yeah.
and
That
they
is good stuff.
They have
Very greasy, but good stuff.
their chicken ranch.
Oh, that is good, yes.
That's my favorite pizza.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't think less of you for that.
Yeah,
That's,
I thought
you
you
were
were
that's a
gonna
good
say
solid pizza.
But see, here's the deal. I never ever go there.
Okay.
So my second favorite pizza
Sure.
is a $5 Little Caesars pepperoni
I don't
pizza.
mind that.
See, if
I
you
don't
would have
mind
said pineapple, I would have.
You would have
No,
hated
see,
it.
that's
I
my
would've-
favorite pizza.
Oh, see, nah, I think
No,
less
because
of
like I don't get it.
Yeah, pineapple.
pineapple.
You hate
don't.
you. Oh,
I
That's like
love
putting-
pineapple.
okay. You
Would you
are
put
the
apples
guy.
on your pizza? That's like what it's like.
Would I put apples on my
Yeah,
pizza?
that's what it's
I
like.
probably would. That sounds
I
fantastic.
don't know. It's just pineapple.
See,
I
here's
judge,
the deal.
Don't judge me.
I'm going to judge you. I'm going to judge you because you're the guy when we're sitting around watching a football game or playing games or doing whatever, and we're like, oh, let's order pizza. And you're the guy that says, oh, I want pineapple.
Pineapple Canadian bacon, right here.
And then you don't eat the pineapple Canadian bacon.
Oh, no, that's all I eat. I love
You
it.
seriously order the pineapple and then eat my pepperoni that I ordered.
Your 3-meat pizza.
And
let
then
it sit.
that is just sitting. There's not one slice out of that pineapple. You're like the guy.
That doesn't happen in my house.
You're like the guy who puts walnuts in brownies. That should never happen.
I don't mind that, actually.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Toffee and brownies is okay.
Toffee? I've never had
Yeah,
toffee
like
brownies.
like a score bar, chocolate caramel
Oh
toffee.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm in
Score brownies.
Yeah.
Second, his friends at the comic book shop are starting to shun him because, and I quote, "Look how tan you are, sunshine. It's too mainstream."
Yeah.
It's Jordan the Man, Jordan Paskett.
But it's not from a tanning booth.
It's real.
Oh, it's legit.
It's legit.
Yeah, don't-
that is a legit tan you got there.
Don't
Best
you shortchange him.
Yeah.
best thing that happened to you this week, Jordan.
Dude, I was gonna save this for the end, but I'll tell you right now.
Okay, let's hear it. Yeah, I'm really excited.
I relapsed on my cocaine drug that I have, and I played The Witcher all week.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
Good
hold
for
on,
you.
hold on.
That's like my
hold on.
drug.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Dude, I tell you, I was just. You guys, you guys know I've been really into Game of Thrones lately. And I was thinking, dude, I just need a game that's kind of this dark world.
I need a
this
Game
fantasy
of
world,
Thrones.
Yeah, I do. And then I thought, I was going through my library, I was looking at Dragon Age Origin, and then I was like, you know what, The Witcher fits this perfectly.
Did you?
It really does.
Did you
And
have
I'm playing the expansions right now because
Oh,
I never
okay.
finished them, so I was like, let's go back and finish. And I'm taking it casual. I'm just like,
Casual time.
Yeah, here we go.
If you take Witcher casual, you are never going to finish that game.
Yeah, that's true. Did you play the Game of Thrones Telltale?
No, remember I told you I was going to.
Why
and then
don't
I
you
did,
play
and
it?
then I didn't want to ruin the show.
It
But
doesn't,
I know, but I'm
because
actually all
it's-
caught up now.
Okay.
So I mean, it doesn't matter anyway.
if you
I
feel
should,
like you
actually.
need Game of Thrones in your life via a game,
Can I just murder random people?
No, I think that game's on rails. I don't think you can veer left or right with that
you
one.
can, it makes you feel like you can, but
But in actuality,
But in
whatever
actuality-
choice you say, they're going to say the exact same
Yeah.
thing
Dude,
the
you know,
next line.
that show,
it's good though.
Does-
the
does
Game
it-
of
does it
Thrones
mess with your
Telltale
mind like the
is
show
really
does?
Good. It does.
because the show, I really start to like people, and then they just cut their heads off.
Yeah.
And nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
I wish you would say
And-
the books. But
And it's the one show where death is actually real. It's not like comic books that kind of get frustrating sometimes because oh, Superman died
Well-
2 weeks later. Here we go.
Well, no, not really. The books are not that way. See, and
because
the
we
show,
can't spoil anything. There
the
are some,
show and the
Yeah.
book have veered off
Yeah.
from each other,
And
and,
I
George R. Martin is angering me because he's making me watch both the movie or the show and read the books in order to fully get the story because he's leaving he's splintered. He's
Yeah.
forked.
I mean, there's a few fantasy things that happen that that we're talking about, but it doesn't happen often enough. Like, yeah, man, it blows my. This last week's episode, which by the way leaked early.
Oh,
Yes,
that's happening now.
Yeah,
I hear
Yes.
I saw in a news article
which I got.
that they're having trouble keeping leaks.
Yeah, which I was
HBO
able.
is or just
HBO.
or the world.
HBO.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which
Do you
I
think they're doing it on purpose?
I
They might
guarantee
be.
they are.
They might
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be last but not least, I had to quit playing water polo after my fourth horse drowned. I'm X1. We are the X1 Bros. Guess what is back, baby? It's that time of year. Fantasy football. The X1 Bros. Fantasy football is back.
Yay!
Don't sound so excited. Don't sound. Mad Shot and someone else won last year, and I forget who it was. I'm sorry. I apologize. But it means you got to come and reclaim your crown and say, hey, I'm the guy that won fantasy football last year. If you want to join our fantasy football league, signups have started. Head over to Discord. There's an announcement there.
There's an
with a
announcement
link-
channel that it's in there. Yeah.
with a link to the sign up page for fantasy football. We will be sending out emails, invites this week. The draft is next Sunday, August 27th. If you can't make it live, that's okay.
You can pre-select some options.
Yeah, you can rank your players that you want, and then as you go through draft, and you'll wake up in the morning and be like, whoa, look at my team. So come join the X1 Bros Fantasy Football League. You can also go to the website, x1bros.com, up in the banner. Click on that, and that will take you right to the sign-up page. It's a good time. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah. My wife left you some cherry tomatoes, David.
Oh, I'm really excited.
Those are definitely not for me because
You don't like cherry tomatoes, huh?
I'm not a tomato guy. I'll be honest.
It's an explosion of
I hate
Your
tomatoes.
mom
flavor.
actually really like.
Hey,
Yeah,
whoa!
no, hey, no,
That is
no, no,
uncalled
no.
for.
Your mom.
No,
Okay.
Your mom
really.
likes tomatoes.
no, she really does.
know,
She
she
got
does.
me a job when I was in high school at the local Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And every time I made her break, she'd ask for like a bunch of tomatoes. Yeah, she just.
She loves tomatoes.
Yes, she really does. So it's interesting that you don't like them.
I hate them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's not that I don't like them.
I don't like them.
You don't?
No, I hate them.
I like gag. Like there's something with
They're gross.
the texture
They're gross.
that makes me not able to eat them.
They're gross.
Well, that's probably it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gross. I think they're fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got a whole box of them right there.
I
for
do.
you.
So fantasy
that's
football-
from our garden, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know.
nice,
I like them. I
Yeah.
like them a lot. Fantasy football, come join. Tomorrow is the community play. It's the third Saturday of every month. If you're watching live, it's starting an hour earlier than it's posted because I have to go to work. So it's posted for noon Eastern. It's actually starting at 11 Eastern, and
you
I'm
don't work
going to
on a
play for it.
Saturday?
I'm going to play for an hour, and then I've got to leave. But everybody will be there. Chat will be open. If you miss it this week or this month, third Saturday of every month is community play. And with that, let's get this show on the road. Yes, Jordan, tell us.
Yeah. So
What has happened in the world that is Xbox One
dude,
this
there's
week?
actually a lot of really cool stuff
Okay.
that's going on this week. Of course, we got Gamescom this weekend, which we'll talk about last. We'll give you all the times and everything.
Yes.
Because
Oh,
it's
okay, out of
exciting.
all of the gaming conferences, the main gaming conferences, which one would you most want to attend?
I mean, of course you want to go to E3 because I feel like that's the Super Bowl of the
Sure.
game conferences, right?
Sure.
But I think either Gamescom or PAX in Seattle because they're like for the players, you know?
Yeah.
Like Gamescom is like for the players. you
no,
know?
like PlayStation
PAX
doesn't.
is, like,
PlayStation
for-
doesn't go to Gamescom. Though. Microsoft
well,
is the
PlayStation.
only-
Yeah, the reason PlayStation doesn't go, and I wish Microsoft would do this. I actually like that Sony does this. They have the PlayStation Experience,
Yeah.
which is their own conference
Sure.
every year, which I think is cool. It's kind of like their own little keynote, you know?
It's like BlizzCon.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, and I love that Blizzard does that too, right? So, I mean, I wish Microsoft would do this. I think that would be a cool thing. But I mean, maybe they just use Gamescom as their, you know. But anyway,
Well, usually when Microsoft does a conference, they also add in phones and who knows what
yeah, I
else.
guess
The
they're.
HoloLens.
I guess
Yeah.
they're $1 billion.
Y-
When you own
I
the
gue-
world, you know.
I guess they have
they're
a lot
doing
more
pretty-
money than everyone else.
I guess they're doing pretty well for themselves.
Uh,
Jordan,
anyway.
Thumper, now available for the Xbox
Thumper's,
One.
Thumper's now available for the Xbox One. It looks kind of scary.
Caveman Warriors, pre-order, now available for pre-order. And
that's funny.
it's a smash heads. It's a cooperative platformer game, and you're a caveman. We should probably try that out.
Yeah. Black Sea Odyssey now available for digital download and pre-order. Also, big
Oh,
one here.
yes.
Big one that I'm excited for. Path of Exile First Blood bundle is now available for digital download in the Xbox.
Yeah.
When does
This game comes out August 24th.
I was
so
just
very
gonna
soon.
ask that.
Now,
That's
you're
next
probably
week.
thinking, hey, Jordan, what the heck? Why do we have to pre-order it when it's free? It is free. The game is free. This is just a little bundle that you can give you a little extra things.
So this is to fluff your
your
backpack, so to speak.
There you go. Yeah, your incentives to buy. It's only $20.
You get 200
Just a little
points,
bundle.
the first blood weapon effect, and an extra stash tab.
Yeah, see, so
And
there
those
you go. Literally
and in
fluffing
that
your
game,
back.
the stash
Yes,
tabs matter
yeah.
because even on the console, it's by the your hammer has to fit in there. You have all the
Yeah,
slots.
The Diablo 2
Yeah,
style.
Yes.
and they do that specifically for that reason. So you have to think.
It's like a puzzle
It messes
within
with
a
your
puzzle.
mind. You're like, oh
It's the
shoot,
Inception.
my new two-handed
Puzzleception.
my new two-handed greatsword
Puzzleception.
won't fit.
Yes.
I actually like that because you really do have to think. Okay, inventory becomes important.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I don't like it.
Really, I like
Yeah.
it because of that reason. Like,
No, see,
inventory
I
becomes
see it
important.
as tedious.
yeah,
I think
I don't think you would
I
like it
think-
either because you keep everything.
I think David is stupid because it reminds me of Diablo 2. Like
Yeah, but-
that was like my
But
first
you're like a hoarder, so this is like your nightmare.
Well, yeah, that's why it's
No,
like a
see-
mini game.
Like, going, oh my
See,
God,
Mark will
like-
make Excel sheets
Yeah,
to
like-
figure out the
it is
optimal
a
way
grid.
to place
yeah,
your weapons.
It is a grid.
Well, it's like it's Tetris. It really is. You're like, but if I take this out here and move it up to that top right,
You can
section-
spend your whole time just in the stash.
I mean, I can appreciate the the added dynamic in there, but it's not my. I don't prefer it over just one slot, one item.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
You played it a little bit though, right? Are we gonna run into some?
I don't know. So
I
this was
played
the
it as well.
This was the beta. There was frame rate issues, and
There was.
I was not necessarily a fan of the way they had the
user
controller
interface, right? Yeah.
handled the interface.
I agree with you on that.
Sure.
I have to, I have to be honest.
You
I
do
agree
agree.
with you
Yeah.
on that. Yeah, it's not.
I think because we've been
as-
spoiled by
yeah,
Diablo.
It's not as fine tuned as Diablo.
No.
Given, I mean, it's
but
not,
it was
they-
the beta.
They did try. Obviously, it is. Fitted for the controller.
Good
right?
for you.
Yeah, it was fitted for the
They
controller,
tried.
and they tried. And that's fine. And I honestly, I don't know how many changes there will be by launch.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure. But I mean, I agree with you.
I
Compared to
doubt-
Diablo's control scheme, Diablo's control scheme is fantastic for the console, whereas this one is a little bit. And I think you're right. It's because we have played Diablo
We're
and
just
we've
spoiled.
experienced that
Like
control
the
scheme.
perfection of
Mhm.
porting and from the ground up
But
doing a controller scheme.
The controls, if you get past the controls, I really enjoyed the game.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark, I think you'll really like it because it basically is Diablo 2 with a limitless skill tree.
No, yeah, I played
and
it on
there's
the PC.
PvP.
Yeah, I played it on the PC a
Yeah.
lot, so I know. I just am concerned because there's a lot on the screen. Cause I haven't played it yet on the console,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot that you do with a mouse that would be a lot harder without a mouse.
Yeah.
and so
And it was.
yeah, okay. So we'll see. I doubt they've changed a lot from the beta to now as far as the UI.
They
but-
might eventually over time, which I hope they do, but I don't know. I'm getting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Well,
sure.
it's free. I mean,
It's a really
or $20
it's-
for this
It's
bundle.
a fun game.
Yeah,
I
so.
loved it on the PC.
Anyway, be sure to check that out. That comes out, what did I say, August 24th, which is
24th, baby.
just next week.
Next week.
If you play Fortnite right now and you look at that skill tree on Fortnite, I can guarantee you that skill tree is inspired by Path of Exile.
Yeah, dude, all these skill trees cower to this.
This is
path
the
of it.
skill
This
tree
is the skill tree that
of
broke.
skill-
Yeah, like they.
It is the skill tree of skill trees.
Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh!
That's the second tomato I've dropped.
What? Find it. Don't let.
other one's right there.
Do you?
I don't
think-
want to be stepping on a tomato later on.
Do you think at a certain point they just throw balance right out the window?
Well, wait. What are you doing?
Or do you think like it's one poor guy's job to figure out how to balance that game?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it's balanced
no. Well, no. It's
to
not.
its extent.
There are
right?
some builds that because I watch streamers
Yeah,
play this.
but I
There are
mean,
some
like,
builds that are like
with that skill tree. I mean, do they just think like balance whatever?
I don't know. That is the skill tree of skill
Yeah.
trees.
Anyway, moving on. Our weekly Neo Geo game,
Magician Lord.
which
That I would like to be my nickname.
yeah, that is,
If I have to ever
Lord.
do a new
Magician
gamer
Lord.
tag, that's my gamer tag.
Magician
Magician
Lord.
Lord.
that is probably one of the coolest names ever. Anyway, that is it's available, so be sure to check it out. Oh, big
Conan
one,
Exiles.
big
I think
one
if
for
you add
me.
Lord to anything, like Yeah.
Big one for me. I'm super excited. By the way,
Tornado Lord.
this
Oh yeah,
this cover art is how I wanted my wedding announcement to be.
that would be
That would, that's
That would
Conan.
be awesome.
Conan's one of my heroes.
Oh, man, he really is.
Yeah, Conan Exiles is now available in the game preview. I was able to pick this game up. I have not played it yet, but I plan on playing it this weekend because I got a little bit longer weekend this weekend.
Let
so.
me kind of try to describe the cover art for our listeners
yeah.
because they can't see what we're seeing.
This
No.
would be my wedding announcement.
Basically, Conan's in front of this hot chick with an axe, with his shirt off, flexing with a sword.
Yeah.
And it's just all about Conan.
Yeah, there's a giant mountain behind him.
It's like
Well,
it's,
his
it's
wife's
like a
in it and the
romance
girl.
novel
Like, see,
cover
that
for
would-
a man.
It really
that
is.
would be my wife, and that would be our wedding announcement. I think that would be cool.
That would be
and,
cool.
and Conan's wearing this this
This,
heavyweight wrestling belt.
Yeah, and like a necklace that he probably carved from his victims.
Those are ears
Yeah,
and fingers.
Yeah. Anyway, Conan game preview $34.99. I want to say the price is. Let me check real quick. But I got this game. I haven't played it yet, but I'm very excited to. So just so you guys know, you guys wanted to be a part of the loop when I just bought random games and played them hardcore for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
This is one of those games. So if you want to jump in on it,
Now's the time.
now's the time. $35, and you can play like 2 weeks straight with me, and then I'll probably be done moving on to something else.
I'm
But
excited.
yeah,
I'm excited.
It's
I'm excited for
there's
you.
multiplayer. There's the White Walkers.
What is it that appeals about this game
Have you seen
to
the
you
cover?
so much?
Slavery.
Just that it's
Yeah,
just that it's
that is cool.
Just that it's
Dude,
Conan.
Okay, I felt bad, I felt like a jerk saying that, but every YouTube video, because I've been watching a lot of Let's Plays preparing mentally for this one, right? Everybody's like, dude, this game's awesome. You can have slaves. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not the only one. So I felt better.
Well,
you
just
know?
that it's like the spoils of war.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
spoils
It's-
of war.
yeah.
You go and you capture these people, and then you tie them up and you drag. That's half the fun too.
tie
Is you
them and
drag
drag
them, and their bodies flaying all over the place, and you drag them to your base, and you have to feed them, and then it's basically like Ark, how you have to tame
Sure.
a dinosaur.
Sure.
But then you have you can set them up to be an archer. You can set
So
them
these-
up to be, and then that's how you create your defense of your base is with the slaves that you capture.
Yeah.
Well, you conquer a village. That village becomes your workers.
Yeah.
Slash
You make them be
NPCs.
blacksmiths, whatever
Yeah,
you
blacksmiths, everything. Yeah.
want. Concubines.
You can-
Can you? Can you really?
I don't know. I'm sure it's Conan. You can probably do whatever you want. No, but the game just looks super fun. I like the world that they're in. I really love that new expansion that they released, by the way, as a part of it for free, not
Sure.
like other games. The Frozen North, which I think is really cool.
Okay.
I've seen cool boss battles that they've been doing, giant snakes. The multiplayer looks fun. It just looks like a fun game.
Yeah.
I almost think I might like this better than Ark.
I could
Yeah.
see that.
Just because I don't know what it is about barbarians, but just,
I mean, the appeal.
just the appeal of just, this is a crappy world.
By
We gotta-
Crom, you're right.
Yeah.
By Crom. By Crom, we're there.
I
It's just
read the books when I was a kid. I loved Conan.
It's just that I don't know. It's just a brutal world we have to survive. That style. Anyway, I'm excited for it. Let's play it. It's
And-
multiplayer. It's single player.
Conan is like the men of men.
He is.
He is like it.
I mean, look at this. This is probably his wedding announcement. I mean, that's he's just a cool guy.
yeah.
Anyway, that's out now in the game preview, so it's still beta, all that fun stuff. But check it out because I sure am.
All right.
So, Penkapu
Bang Kapu.
is now available for
Penkapu.
pre-order. Be sure to check that
It's
out.
a 90s platformer.
Yes.
Cool. Neat. I guess I missed this one.
An invite went out this week to register for the 4th annual ID at Xbox pre-PAX party.
Yep. The Microsoft Redmond campus, August 31st from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. for their annual, like you said,
Yeah.
pre-PAX ID.
You
at
will
Xbox.
be able to check out the Xbox One X. You'll be able to check out 50 new ID at Xbox games, all happening before PAX. You don't need a PAX ticket to attend. Partial list of games you'll be able to play. Player Unknown Battleground. That's huge. Also, a leak dropped for this game that apparently the release date is October 27th.
Ooh, that's good. That's sooner than I thought it would be.
That is.
I thought they were going to squeeze this one in like a few days before
How
Christmas or
excited are you for Player Unknown Battleground on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, now that I've fixed my hard drive in my computer, I've actually played it how it's meant to be played.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's really fun.
By fixing his hard drive on his computer,
Sure.
he actually used a external hard drive
Yeah.
because his computer hard drive
Sure.
was made in like 1987.
That's the only thing I never upgraded.
Okay.
the
It's
ribbon
old school,
cable.
man. It's like a ribbon.
Yeah, so the ribbon.
So you've been playing PlayerUnknown Battleground on the PC.
Yeah, which funny enough, it really was my heart. Well, I bought it and I played, and it was just. And I've noticed my games lately on my PC have been
Sluggish.
like running slow
Yeah.
and like laggy and stuff. And then I switched them all to an external hard drive.
And
So
you're
basically, the only thing is
and you're flying.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is what playing games feels like. So I really think it was the hard drive that was, which, I mean, it reads the games from the hard drive, and the
When
read,
he's idle,
and
so
the read speeds were
you
how,
go in,
how slow were they?
Control Shift Escape, and then you go into the features of
Sure.
Windows, and you can see like all that stuff. When he's idle, his hard drive is like at 95%
It's pretty bad.
speed capacity.
Yeah. Well, didn't you look at the read write?
No,
And it was
that's
like
the read write is
ridiculously
like
slow.
Like
Which would cause game issues because it's reading from the hard drive.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So-
His read write was like 4 megs. Like it was terrible. Or I was less than that. I'm like, how is this even? How are you even able to turn this on?
Yeah.
One,
Anyway,
to,
yeah.
1 to 10. Spicy. How excited are you for PlayerUnknown Battleground?
Oh, that game's
On the console.
On the
Oof.
console, yeah, that's pretty exciting. I've wanted a game like this on a console for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, that's your genre.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited.
Sure.
That'll be my next game that we talk of crack
Yeah,
addiction.
non-prophetic in chat says he's a 12 out of 10 of excitement.
That's probably a good one.
Yeah.
That's probably true. Now, Mark,
Yeah.
it will more than likely, I would assume anyway, probably be a preview game.
Will it?
It's
Do
in,
you
it's
think-
in preview right now on Steam. Now, I know they're planning on releasing it later this year, but I think it might come to preview first. Maybe it won't. I mean, maybe they'll. I don't know.
Why do you do this to me?
Well, that's why.
Who
Why?
cares if it's preview? It's still awesome.
Yeah.
Why
this
are
one.
you doing this to me?
I just know how you feel about previews. So I was just wondering.
Anyway,
You know?
that's
Such a
that's just one of the games that will be shown at the pre-PAX open house at the Redmond campus.
That's
also,
like, do you know what you just did? You gave me a pan of brownies, and you're like, what do you think? I pooped in it. Is it good?
yeah.
You jerk.
so PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is huge. Also at the pre-PAX event, you'll be able to play Black Desert. That's one that I would jump into and play.
Yeah, that
Black
one's
Desert
gonna be-
Online. I think I'm personally more excited for that than Battlegrounds Unknown. Just
That's gonna put.
AFK controller
Yeah, dude.
abilities. Oh, it's gonna be great.
That's gonna put.
I'm gonna fish. I'm gonna leave my console on all day fishing.
That's gonna put the Xbox hardware to the test. Cause
We're
that
talking about
game
Black
you-
Desert?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
AFK feet, when you go to work, you come back, it's still there.
Wait,
You
can
get
we
a
do
walk.
that?
walk my dog around the block.
Are we going to be able to AFK fish on the
I
That's
hope
a
box?
so.
huge
Yeah.
portion of that game. You have
It's
to.
AFK stuff. Doing AFK stuff.
Yeah. I think my guy was walking around the block for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you
With a pack on its
you
back.
built
But
up
for
your
some
stamina.
reason, like you were still having fun. Like, that's
Yeah.
what was weird about it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just a great concept because instead of spending the time doing pointless farm missions like you do in a lot of MMOs, just AFK it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
still gotta do it.
On top of that, I think, you know how MMOs usually make people just beautiful?
Yeah.
I think this game like took that to the extreme.
Oh yeah.
Everyone,
their
every
customization?
single person in this video game is beautiful. It's like, do you ever?
It's like
did you?
the CW.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna mention. Did you ever see Arrow?
Yeah.
It's the
Like,
CW.
even the
any,
old
any
people-
show on the CW, like I think to work for the CW, you have
to
to
be a
attract-
model.
Yeah, you have to be attractive somehow.
Like even the old people like are wow.
Yeah, like even though I was watching, it was either Arrow or Flash, and one of the homeless guys was like still like they're really,
Just like what? They're
Yeah.
like an Abercrombie model.
yeah, they're just really.
And one of the other big ones you'll be able to see at this pre-PAX events is Cuphead, which
Oh,
is
nice.
Which
very
actually has a
exciting
date,
as well.
doesn't
It
it?
does have a
Yeah.
date.
Yeah.
Which is great. Anyway, moving. Is that
That's
is
it.
that-
Circuit
okay.
Breakers.
This one looks really cool. Everybody should check this one out. I mean, it may not be your style, but it looks like a lot of fun. Now available for Xbox One. Circuit Breaker, Sonic Mania,
Oh yes.
the long-awaited Sonic Mania.
I think
Mania.
I would like to jump back into a Sonic game
Yeah, I mean, it's
because
got
why not?
it's got Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails right on the front cover.
So good.
Only
So
$20.
fun. Might do it.
Why not?
Might do it. Minecraft Story Mode Season 2 Episode 2 is now available for the Xbox One. If you haven't played any of the Minecraft series Telltale games and you like the Telltale games, I highly recommend it. It has a very Lego movie feel to it.
It really does. It was actually quite hilarious the first couple episodes.
It was super
and I
funny.
wasn't even paying attention.
The bad
like,
guy
yeah,
in that. Actually, the new Lego movie, Ninjago,
Ninjago. Dude, that one looks.
I think that
hilarious.
bad guy is made after the Minecraft.
Lloyd.
Lloyd. How could I be a bad father? I was never even there for you.
I was never there.
I was never there.
Didn't see it.
That was
No,
it's not out yet.
It's Ninjago. It was in the
But it's
trailer.
hilarious. Yeah.
He goes, "You're a terrible father." How could it be a bad father? I was never there.
This next one, I thought of you, David.
Yeah, Pillars of Earth.
Yeah, Pillars of the Earth. Ken Follett's Pillars of the Earth is
Yeah.
becoming a video game. I think it's over 3 parts, but it's going to basically tell
Yeah.
the story. And from what it sounds like,
Ken Follett.
you can change.
Did you watch
the
this show
story.
with me?
Yeah, I think it was on
Yeah.
Netflix.
It was Pillars of the Earth. It's a giant book.
Fantastic Magical Beast Man is in it.
It's a giant book. It's all about the story of them building, I believe
A
it's St.
cathedral.
Paul's Cathedral in
The roof.
England. It might not be St. Paul's Cathedral. It might just be a cathedral. But it's awesome.
Oh, here, I'll actually tell you.
I'm reading it right now. I don't see
Okay.
I don't see it.
It
But
just says a cathedral.
Wait, you're reading this? Oh, wait, is this a book?
This
Oh,
is
it's
a
a book
book
series, yeah,
and
and
then
they're
they made
adapting
it
it
into
to
a
a
show
game.
as well. Now it's being made into a game, which
Yeah.
is interesting because I don't really know. It's a very dramatic,
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna
dialogue-based
I
show.
and this is going to be a very story-driven, obviously.
Sure.
I get the Telltale vibe from it, but from what it sounds like, you can certain things that happen, you can kind of change the way the book was actually.
It's an
written.
interactive novel.
Yeah.
This interactive novel is released in 3 books containing 7 chapters each. Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm
it's.
going to,
I think it's going to be pretty. I really like the show. Never read the books. Really like the show.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for a new series. Is this like a fantasy series or is
No,
it
it's,
It's
it's like a drama.
medieval. Yeah, but
a
in
medieval
like the medieval
drama.
age.
just?
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
just
read the
look at
books.
Historical.
I'll read the books before the game comes.
historical fiction, I would say.
Yeah.
Agents of Mayhem now available.
available.
Oh, it's
Now,
now available.
Who of us are you? I see. Agents of Mayhem is your type of game in my mind, Jordan. Am I incorrect?
No, you're correct, and I would get it, but Conan came out. you know,
Yeah.
on the Xbox, and then I've jumping into The Witcher, like I was telling you earlier. So
Sure.
I don't know. It's just
Just too much out
It's,
for
it's
you
too
right
much
now.
out for me right now.
Okay.
This will be a back burner game.
Okay.
Come Christmas time or maybe Black Friday when they do some sales and stuff like
Sure.
that, I might pick this one up just to add it to the collection. But I got nothing against it. I think it looks fun.
Yeah. Observer now available for Xbox
Everyone's
One.
talking about this.
Go check that one out. I've not seen
Yeah.
it.
You're a how do I explain this? I would sci-fi detective, but
You are Daniel Lazarski. The year is 2084.
Oh, that's actually exactly.
It's basically
yeah,
Minority Report.
kind of. Anyway, it's like it's a sci-fi. It's sci-fi, so check it out
You invade your suspects' minds.
via like nano, whatever technology. Elite. It's pretty cool.
All right.
It
Well,
looks
interesting.
cool.
So
It's
it's a
kinda-
check that one
cyberpunk horror.
Yeah, cyberpunk horror game. But I
Horror
get
game.
yeah, it's like but it's sci-fi.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
2084.
Yeah, that's
Ghost
The year is
Ghastly Magician says,
2084.
"Don't sleep on Agents of Mayhem. Good single-player games are needed." Amen, brother.
yeah.
Amen.
But see, The Witcher. See,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
I
you're
just
on
jumped
The Witcher
playing that
right now.
again, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh.
see, that's what's hard.
You're gonna be gone for.
That's like the answer for anything. Well, why can't you come to my wedding? The Witcher. Oh, I understand.
I got you,
understand.
buddy.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost as good of an excuse as having a kid. When you have a kid, let me tell you, the excuse to get out of stuff is great. Can't come, have a kid. All right, we're doing this get together. Everybody's coming. Can't. Got a kid. It's great. Even though my kid's knocked out in the corner sleeping and I'm playing video games. It's a great excuse.
That's good.
Oh man.
Ink also now available.
This one looks fun as well. Mages of Mistralia.
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 Like
This one actually looks fun. This was another one.
Australia, but with mystery in front of
Yeah.
it.
Mistralia.
I was thinking about picking up this one this week too, but then Conan.
This is a
But
spicy
this
game.
one, yeah, this one actually looks really fun. It's the screenshots that got $20, right? Go look at the screenshots and just read the description if you've never, It looks fun. It reminds me of like an Earthlock
So in the
style,
kingdom
art
of
style.
Mistralia, it takes more brains than brawn to succeed.
and you're like a little mage.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, only $20. We have a lot of like good little games this week.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, it's
this
really fun.
We do this every week. We have all these games, and I always put down my notes of my favorite ones to play, and I never get to them.
Yeah.
This looks like a game I would really like.
It's hard. There's too many games out there. Yeah, there's a lot of fun little games this week, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Deals this week, you got 3 days, 6 hours, 9 minutes, and 25 seconds from this moment to pick up. This is a big one.
Mass
For me.
Effect.
Well, Mass Effect, yeah, that's a big one too. Let me jump over to that one. Mass Effect Andromeda, you can get points for 33% off, but the actual Mass Effect Andromeda, let me go to the M's, LMNOP, 30% off for the game, which
30%
actually
off.
is not a bad deal.
Nice.
The one I'm excited for, back to the M's, Marvel Ultimate Alliance bundle 50% off. I think at that price,
That's worth it.
I might, because these games were really fun.
I
And I actually think me and Mark, did we play the second one together?
I think
or
we
something like that.
beat the second one together.
Yeah.
And then I thought I played the first one with you, David. Did I?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's not really my. I like the game, but it's not really my cup of tea.
yeah. At 30
Oh, it's a
bucks, I
shame.
think this is a good bundle. Both games. I think
It's worth
Well,
it. So go
I
check
bought
that
this.
out.
You gotta
I
check that
bought
out,
this like 4 months ago at 40% off. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, these games are awesome.
Yeah.
Like if you like comic superheroes,
Then this
you
is for you.
feel what I really like about these games 1 and 2 is the synergies you get when you combine
different heroes.
together. Like and you get synergy points. It's basically Diablo with superheroes, and you need like people to fly to carry you across certain caverns or I guess cliffs and stuff. But then as you're fighting, you have symbiotic or that's just electricity works with this guy, and then you can just mass damage and stuff. It's really fun to I felt like this is one of my favorite superhero games I've ever played. So
Cool. We also have Batman, the Telltale series, 60% off. Complete season, 60% off, which is pretty good. The Arkham Knight season pass, 20% off. Big one here. Battlefield 1 Premium Pass is 20% off. If it's in the vault, you have Battlefield 1, like the core game, for free. So
Sure.
20% off the Premium Pass is perfect because just next week, the In the Name of the Tsar DLC is coming out, included with the Premium Pass.
Oh,
So be
yes.
sure to check it
There
out.
you
That's
go.
going to be a fun one. New snow levels. Get to spear people from horses.
that's always a good time.
Yeah, it is. Let me tell you, it is.
Yeah.
There was one. Oh, yeah, Fallout 4. All the Fallout 4 is pretty much on sale. The Season Pass is on sale for 40% off. Far Harbor, 40% off. That's the story DLC. Nuka World. Fallout 4 is on sale.
Fallout 4.
Yeah,
There you go.
Fallout 4.
Also,
That's another-
WWE 2K17 is 60% off.
Ooh, that's a big one.
I wouldn't mind getting into that and making, the
When are they coming out with
the
2K?
X1 character.
The X1 Lord.
The X1 Lord.
X1
yeah,
Lord.
the Ring Lord. That will be my name, Ring Lord.
Hey, that's actually a good name.
That is. I'm really
Almost as good as
I'm really
Mage.
interested about this Age of Empires
Yeah, so this
story.
this isn't necessarily Xbox, maybe.
Maybe it's because they advertised this on their Xbox YouTube channel.
Yes, the Xbox YouTube.
That makes me and they're like, big news coming.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking the same thing. So I put this in there for one because Age of Empires was a great game. I
Yeah.
really liked Age of
Yeah.
Empires 1. Never played 2. Jumped right to 3. Enjoyed that one a lot. This definitive edition is going to be fun, right? I bought Age of Empires HD on Steam when it came out just
Sure.
a little while ago, and
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this one. Now, like you said, I mean, right now it's just for Windows. It's just being announced for Windows 10, right?
Sure.
Which is great. I'll probably get it. All this fun stuff, but they, like you said, they announced it on their Xbox YouTube channel. It was on
Okay.
Xbox Wire, which I
Oh.
guess they have PC stuff before, but I mean, it's mostly Xbox stuff, right? And they're saying big announcements at Gamescom this weekend. I think maybe, if we're lucky,
Age of Empires
on
Definitive
the
Edition.
on the Xbox, and I think that'd be cool. Now,
I think it would be too as
control
well.
wise, I don't know. I think you could do it.
I think so.
I think it can be done.
it can be. Halo Wars is done.
Yeah.
Why not do
Yeah.
Age of Empires?
So
Do you think they're just stopping it at that though? Because they say that in this article. It says we'll be revealing some exciting news about the Age of Empires franchise. Do you think they're just saying
we'll see, and that
That there's a new Age of Empires coming.
like 4
that
coming.
would be freaking awesome?
They dissolved Ensemble Studios, I think.
Yeah,
Which
but
is going to be interesting who they're going to give it to.
yeah, okay,
Ensemble Squared.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I think it was Ensemble or Assembly. Who was
Assembly.
it? Is it Assembly Ensemble?
No, Assembly does Total War.
Yeah.
don't they?
I think it was an Ensemble. That
Whatever.
Anyway,
Whoever
they got
did it.
dissolved,
I'm
yeah.
just saying. They just said there's news.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, and that's what I'm excited for. Whether
it's just coming to the Xbox or if it's
just a whole new game in the series coming to PC. I don't know. It's just Age of Empires is a good game. Whatever you play it on, I just think this is a fun announcement.
Yeah.
for
So this is
gaming,
coming Monday, so in 3 days from today. Wait, Friday,
Mhm.
4 days,
Yeah,
3 days, 4
Monday.
days. Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm excited.
Speaking of
Yeah, speaking of real-time strategies, Yap Yap the Destroyer, Halo Wars 2 DLC, new playable hero, new units, new abilities.
Yeah.
This is actually a good little pack.
this
you
is a
can grab.
good pack to jump back into Halo
If
Wars
you
2
ever
with.
played, if you don't know who Yap Yap is, if you've ever played Halo 5,
First of all, it's a hilarious name.
yeah, if you've ever played Halo 5,
If you say that backwards, it's pay.
Yeah.
Pay.
If you've ever played Halo 5, the War Zone, there's this big grunt that drops down, and he's in like this armored grunt suit. That's this guy.
Okay.
So.
Also, on real-time strategy, Iron Harvest teaser trailer came out this week, and I want to show you guys this. Check this out. This is coming to the Xbox One. It's a real-time strategy mech warrior game.
Oh my goodness, that looks awesome.
Doesn't that look so good?
That little guy is like me running
What's
around.
this game called?
Iron Harvest. So you have human players that you have, and then there's like special generals that have. This is what I've gathered from it. That have mechs with them, and it takes place in 1920. And it looks beautiful.
That guy's mustache.
You know what it reminds me of? Company of Heroes. This
It
looks
actually
very
does,
Company
yeah.
of Heroes, but
Yeah.
with mech warriors.
Yeah.
And look how good that looks. Look. Charge! Oh man, real-time strategy coming to console is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Actually, we got a question about that. We might as well, since we're on real-time strategy, let's talk about it right now. Chris Brodka writes in and says, "Have you seen Iron Harvest? It's a new RTS coming to
I just
Xbox
did.
soon. We just saw it. It looks amazing. Would you like to see more real-time strategies on consoles, Mr. McSpicy? Would you like to see more RTSs on console?"
Yeah. I mean, give me the option. This is a question I think's more suited to you, David, because I haven't really. I mean, I played a lot of real-time strategy games on my PC,
Sure.
and I feel like I need the mouse,
Sure.
even though I played a little bit of Halo.
Sure.
Halo Wars 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good job
They
with
did.
mapping. But if I had that game with a mouse, I would feel so much more
You'd feel
comfortable.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like the option. The mouse, man. I think with those style of games, it's just so much more powerful.
Yeah. I agree with you that there is something real-time strategy games just fit on a PC with mouse and keyboard. Now, if you could plug in your mouse and keyboard to your Xbox, would you appreciate that? Would that steer you towards?
That's the thing.
playing
I might as
there?
well play it on my.
Achievements.
Now, if you didn't have a
Achieve-
PC, obviously. you would
Okay,
play
if
it on
I
your
did, yeah, I
Xbox,
obviously
but-
would. I have with real time strategy games. So this is for me personally. I have not the best eyesight, and I need to be close to a screen when I'm playing video games, just because I'm blind, basically. And
Speaking of blind, there's blind mode, Jordan.
Yeah, you can
in
zoom
the
like
Xbox.
way in on your Xbox.
Are you
It was pretty-
serious?
Yeah, my wife accidentally hit a button while she was watching Netflix, and we couldn't and you were
Yeah.
zoomed right in on the screen. It took me a while to figure it out.
Anyways, but you'd rather be up close on a monitor.
On a monitor, well, because if I was in the living, because I can play like Forza just fine, because you really don't have to read with those games.
Yeah.
But with a real time strategy, you're more zoomed out. Things are littler. I would feel
Sure.
uncomfortable playing from a couch. A real time
But
strategy
having
game.
it on your monster TV out there, would that help with
Yeah.
the?
I mean, it helps, but I'm still.
I mean, you got to look left and right on that thing.
I know it's big TV.
Yeah.
You notice I don't play on it because
Yeah,
it's too big.
yeah.
I look.
There
way
is a
left.
point where it's too big, apparently.
That's for movies.
yeah.
That's for Netflix.
So you want to have the option.
Yeah,
You
I
think
I
it's a
mean,
nice option.
there's no problem with giving gamers more options.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason not to.
In chat, a poll went up. Does the Xbox One need more real-time strategy games? 100% said
Dude,
yes.
I think you can just say consoles in general, whether it's Xbox, Nintendo, or PlayStation.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a hard market to crack into because
They're-
of the PC and
they're
the mouse and
natural on the
keyboard.
PC.
Well, and it's a hard market to crack into because, I mean, you have StarCraft.
Yeah.
Which big news? StarCraft remastered launched this week.
I know,
It's now
I've
on the
been-
Blizzard app.
That's super
Also,
awesome.
Destiny 2. Is
But I
on the
mean,
Blizzard
I know
app,
you have
too.
like
You wanna pre-order it?
Ashes
Yeah.
Ashes of Singularity. You have
Sure.
you have
Ashes Singularity is so
it's
good.
a really good game. You have the Total War series. You have all these great
Sin
RTSs.
Solar Empire
Sins
blows
of Solar
my mind.
That's great.
Dawn of War 3 just came
But
out.
those are like those are games that I will play and then I'll be done with. But I always go back to StarCraft. So I just think there is a game in that genre that is so powerful. I guess it's
Yeah.
so good at what it does. It hurts the rest of the genre. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying.
No, I get it. I actually understand exactly what you're saying. It's like World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's so
It's
good.
really good at what it does that when you play other MMOs, you have fun and there's
It's
nothing
great.
wrong
It's
with
fun,
them.
yeah.
But you're thinking,
Well,
I'm gonna go play Warcraft.
I
you know,
think
like-
what StarCraft has done to RTS is it has dominated the esport RTS. Like it's the only RTS that's an esport. And
right
so
now,
yeah,
I
really,
mean, but they had World of Warcraft or 3, I guess.
Warcraft 3.
Yeah, sorry, Warcraft 3. That was an esport for a while. I mean, yeah, but I get what you
But
got.
StarCraft is where you're not going to have a Civilization esport. That would be the most boring competition to watch
You
ever.
know, that would go on for days.
Everyone's
For like a month.
oh, he just got archers. Oh my gosh!
He brought them out first.
Oh my gosh, the pyramids!
He's researching pottery. No, he didn't. That would be the announcement. You'd get like super energetic announcers there. No, but that's why I don't think that StarCraft is the best RTS game. I think it's the best esport RTS game. It's
It is
the
very
best for
competitive,
watching
yeah.
people play RTS. I actually prefer the
Slow-paced Total War, like
slow-paced Total War,
where it's
or
very
overarching-
methodical.
where it's
Yeah.
more
Like an overarching
grand strategy.
Yeah.
Crusader Kings is kind of that way, very grand strategy type. Sins of a Solar Empire, that's more my style. But StarCraft definitely dominates.
Yeah, and,
as an esport.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It would be awesome to have more RTSs on the console. We really only have Halo Wars, right? What
Halo Wars, we
Wars.
had Ruse.
Oh yeah, Ruse was out
Ruse
there.
was a good. I
on
feel like there's probably
360.
enough, but not like big out in the front.
No, I
you
would
know what
love
mean? Like,
to see more. This game coming out, the Iron Hunter, looks so good.
Does the market allow for it though? Because when Halo Wars 2 came out, they were. I think we read articles. They were expecting a bigger audience to play it.
Yeah.
I think they were because they even took 1v1 out of Blitz mode
Yeah,
for a
because
while.
there's not enough people.
There's not enough people playing. So maybe the market is telling people that console is not where you get
Sure.
RTS.
Although I think if you've traditionally not been there, you're also pioneering.
Okay. Yeah.
And especially because Halo Wars original was not an online. The first Halo Wars was not an online success. With that, online wasn't what it is today. The accessibility, the tournaments, having the matchmaking in there.
yeah.
they had online, but it was just
Yeah, it wasn't. It
was-
wasn't as organized.
it was
or
dial-up.
or competitive.
BattleNet.
Or
Yeah.
competitive that it is today. And so I think that Halo Wars is kind of a pioneer in that respect with RTS on the console. And I think it can do good, and there is a place for RTSs on the console. And I hope that there's more.
yeah,
Because why
it
not?
brings more game genres.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But
that's
those
always a good
slower
thing.
paced RTSs, the grand strategies, the civilizations, the Sins of a Solar Empire, which is basically turn based without turns. That's how you want to know how Destiny, how you should do no loading screens. Just do what Sins of the Solar Empire did, and to make it take freaking forever to travel from point A to point B. That's it. It's basically turn based, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's a
Yeah.
real time turn based game. Right? Crusaders King. There's no reason Crusader Kings cannot be on a console.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a super mouse intensive game. You could totally do that.
There's a lot of reading.
Dude, that is like Oregon Trail on steroids. And then if that dude on steroids had a baby and put the baby on steroids,
And then that baby was extra lustful when it grows up, so then you have more
And then-
offspring.
and then that baby became immune to steroids, and they had to give him super steroids. Like that's what Crusader Kings is.
Yeah. That is, yeah.
So there you go. Anyways, great question. Thank you so much for writing that in. RTS's Chris Brodka, should they be on the Xbox? Yes, we all think so.
Here's I don't mean to go back into this, but Civilization,
Yeah.
that's considered an RTS kind of, right? Or-
No, it is.
It's
Turn-based
well-
real-time strategy. Yeah.
Well, there's
yeah,
real-time
turn-based.
strategy and
Yeah,
there's
real-time-
turn-based
yeah,
strategy, but they're
turn-based,
all
yeah.
in the strategy genre. I keep
Okay.
them all the same.
That's why my brain was broken. Cause
Yeah.
okay, sorry. Yeah, okay. It's fixed. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And Jordan appreciated Civilization Revolution on the
Yeah,
console.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't near the caliber
No.
of the main core series, but I mean, it had its fun little place.
It had its moments.
Yeah.
Moments in the sun.
War Stories, World of Tanks War Stories. They're
What
coming
is that?
out.
I saw that everywhere
Yes,
this week.
they are coming out. World of Tanks is, well, we all know what World of Tanks is. It's a free-to-play online game. Basically, you duke it out against the enemy, which happens to be other players in tanks. They're coming out. You can basically call it a campaign mode. They're coming out with War Stories, which can be played solo or cooperatively with friends, and you will basically be playing through a story. There are 2 stories, I believe, launching at release, and then there will be more to be added, and they're also going to do fun little stories with like alternate history type thing. Like, well, what if the bomb went off on this beach and this would happen? You know,
That's
type
cool.
of stuff.
That's
So
really cool.
I think it's cool. World of Tanks was a fun game. I played it for a little while and got out of it. I really liked World of Warships.
That's
the one that needs to come.
That
to the
comes to
console.
console. I am
Yeah,
all over
that one was really fun.
That one is way fun.
Yeah,
It's strategic. I mean, it's slower paced. It's
and you're on a freaking
Because
war.
you're only going 20 knots.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so fun.
It really,
It's so fun.
does. You're like, they're over there. You're just sitting there
Hey, you gotta
turning
turn. Yeah.
30 degrees.
Monster
Starboard.
Hunter came out with a new trailer this week,
Yep.
and let me tell you,
Reveals
if
the
you
desert.
have been having doubts about Monster Hunter, if you're unsure about Monster Hunter, all you have to do is watch this trailer of them fighting monsters in the desert and in the jungle, and you will be all about this game. It looks so good.
What's the trailer called? Wild something.
Wildspire
Waste trailer.
Yeah, because
So
it
go-
shows off the new desert.
Go check out the Monster Hunter Wildspire Waste. Look at that. That
Dude,
could be
that
the four of
looks
us.
so
Look at that. Let's
good.
get him. Let's get him. Look how good
Basically,
that
like
looks.
Man.
it's basically
Oh!
it's basically Pacific Rim. Just you're not in the Jaegers. You're just by
Just
yourself.
nonstop boss battles with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go fight this big monster.
Anyways, looks really good. Monster Hunter Wildspire
Interesting
trailer.
story.
Go check it out.
Planet of the Apes video game coming to PS4 and Xbox this fall.
Oh yeah. I don't know what that.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it going to be an adventure game?
Well, no, it's going to be a full
an
game.
RPG.
Yeah.
Is it based from the movies that they've made?
It
or?
takes place between movie 2 and 3, from what I understand.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
here
ch-
it is. It's described as a narrative-driven adventure game of
Yeah.
conquest, betrayal, and survival.
You will be playing as both the apes and the humans.
Ah, yes.
Very interesting. Friday the 13th, the game adding new Jason, maps, outfits. There's even emotes.
Did any of us play the Friday the 13th?
No, I watched
It went
people
like this.
play it,
I feel
yeah.
like Friday the 13th went straight up and straight down in one weekend. Everyone I knew was playing it, and then everyone I knew was not playing it, and there was connectivity issues, I believe, and stuff like that, and that's ultimately what killed that game.
Well, I know, and that's funny that we're saying that so soon, kind of after. I
Yeah.
mean, when did that game release? Like
Not too long
2 months ago? 3
2
months
months
ago?
ago? Well, I mean,
maybe longer?
we just moved on to bigger, well, not bigger, newer things. I mean,
Yeah.
a game like Fortnite, where
True.
you have to dedicate your entire
Where
life
it does
to
not respect
progressing.
your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks you in. I don't know. I just think we've moved on, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Non-prophetic in chat says Friday the 13th is still very popular. You need to use it. You need to use LFG to get people. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've just not played it, I guess.
So you're out of the loop. I am
I'm out of the
too.
loop.
I'm too.
So, bunch of new content coming to Friday the 13th.
There you go.
Which is good. That's the injection they need to
Yeah.
keep it relevant.
Go check it out.
A Star Wars Battlefront 2 leak reveals epic space battles.
Who doesn't want epic space battles?
Who doesn't want epic anything?
Yeah, that's right. Have you?
I
ever,
don't want epic hemorrhoids. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Okay. Well, there you go. Epic space battles coming. I mean, who doesn't? You know what needs to come to Destiny, in my opinion. In Destiny 2, I want epic space battles
That would be cool. Yeah, with your ship. Yeah, because you get
because
your
I want my
ships,
ship
yeah.
to matter.
Yeah.
I want to be able to bring my. You know what they should do? They should team up. They should buy. What is the space game that we play?
Since-
Horizon,
Wait, what? Horizon?
Elite Dangerous?
Frontier, Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous.
They should purchase Elite Dangerous, Activision, and just merge that into Destiny.
How?
Just populate
It's
the
first
planets.
person, yeah.
Yeah, just populate those planets
Oh,
with the
but
Cabal
I mean, like-
and stuff like that.
Man, do you know how long it takes to travel that universe? Speaking of no loading screens.
Yeah, that has no loading screens. But that's what I want to see in Destiny.
to
Speaking of
start your
epic space
mission.
battles,
To start your mission, you have to request landing in any zone that you're in. You
Yeah.
have to press the screen.
And you have to land there.
you have-
And then you
yeah.
can upgrade to auto land.
auto land.
Yeah.
dude,
That would
It
be
takes
cool.
so
yeah.
long.
it would be so fun, though. It'd be so fun.
You're like,
In addition-
hold on, guys. David can't land his stupid shit. He can't start the raid yet.
That would be cool.
4v4 No Man's Sky plus Destiny 2. Or No Man's Sky plus Destiny 2, yeah. Agreed.
Rainbow Six Siege teased a new video with their new characters.
They've done such a good job
Yeah.
of supporting this game.
Yeah,
This
they
time we're
have.
going to Hong Kong. It's called the Blood Orchid expansion.
Oh,
Ying is
Oh,
the
Ying.
first of 2 Hong Kong.
yin and yang.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
Yang,
Yang's
Yang,
going to
yeah.
be the next
yeah,
one.
Yang's gonna be the
Yang.
next one.
So in the little teaser trailer, we saw a little ball being rolled under a door. Don't know what it does yet, but it's probably going to be
Bet you
something
it's
crazy.
a smoke bomb.
It's Ying. I don't know.
And then Yang will be his counter.
Her counter.
Her counter,
Yeah,
sorry.
because it's usually a guy and a girl that they release.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six, they've done a great job
Dude,
of
it's a
supporting
fun
this
game. It really is a fun
Still
game.
alive. I
so.
think it's Ubisoft's most successful multiplayer game at the moment. Don't you think?
Oh,
so?
sorry. Actually, this is one of 3 new operators.
Now I don't know statistics.
Wait, one of
Yin,
3
Yang,
new-
and Yang.
Well, hold on. Following the reveal of Rainbow Six Siege
yes.
next map, one of 3 new operators launching later
Oh,
this
well,
month.
there you
That'd
go.
be teased, yeah.
So I don't know statistics, but wouldn't you say just off of if I were to take a guess, I would say Rainbow Six is its most success. Rainbow Six beats Division at this point.
I think so. Yeah.
Uh,
Probably. I'm sure
I
they're
would
neck
say-
and neck, and they're up there with each other. I bet you Division and Rainbow Six are Ubisoft's
Bread and butter.
big hitters right
It's
now.
Ubisoft's yin and yang.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they have other games that are up there selling well, like probably For Honor and Ghost Recon, but I think those 2 are. I mean,
Yeah.
they're still relevant.
Well, For Honor had some major patches last week that we talked about.
Yeah, they're
updates.
kind of doing what
I kind
Rainbow
of want to
Six
jump
did,
into
you know?
some For Honor.
For Honor was a good one.
Remember, I'm the fat samurai, and
Just-
Oh,
it's good
yeah. I love
times.
that guy.
Yeah.
With the big bat,
It's good
the
times.
big tree trunk. He's actually the only person I ever played in that game. 'cause I loved him
Injustice
so much.
2, Fighter Pack 1, DLC, Teen Titans Starfire
Yes.
just released, but this week at Gamescom they're gonna show off Fighter Pack 2
There you go.
this weekend. So very cool. Next cool trailer: The Terror Tribe, Shadow of War, Middle Earth,
No.
Shadow of War.
This
Terror
trailer,
Tribe.
what this trailer does is show off the Nemesis system in all of its glory.
And a lot of cutting off heads.
It's awesome. Go look it up. That Nemesis system blows my mind.
It is super cool.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this game.
Do you know the movie School of Rock?
Yeah.
Do I? I try to live my life.
Do you know
to the
how
standards.
excited Jack Black is about rock and roll in that movie? And he's
Yeah.
explaining, he's getting all excited. That's how I feel about the Nemesis
The
system.
Nemesis system.
I don't even care about the game. I just like the Nemesis system,
Okay.
and I like saying Nemesis system.
It is a cool name.
Yeah,
What do they call it? They probably
Nemesis
call it
Lord.
Nemesis.
I was just gonna say that. I would like to be the Nemesis Lord.
I wonder what they call it. They probably call it something like Nemesis 2.0 for the second one. I don't know.
Probably. Far Lone Sales had a trailer.
Yeah, this is
looks
basically
very
think
inside.
of
It looks
inside. Okay, it's really okay. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna have to explain it.
Okay.
But think of Inside with lovers from a dangerous space time. This is how.
Whoa.
No, yeah, not so. Like you're thinking lovers and a dangerous space. I don't know. Okay, so you know how Inside side scroller, like kind of that dark tone,
Artistic,
artistic side
black
scroller,
and
right? Black
whitish
and white
grays.
storytelling type
Yeah.
of thing. You know, think of that. Now, lovers from a dangerous space time. You know how you have to go to each different station of the ship
Yeah.
and
To
control it. That's what you're kind of doing in this trailer. Now, it's not as like intense as lovers at a dangerous space time, but stuff happens to the ship. The person has to fix it. They leave the ship. They come back. They do. I mean, it's kind of a cool little. It's cool. Watch the trailer. It's really cool.
yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah. It's just. I'm very interested in this game. I really am.
Well, the inside like artwork immediately draws you in.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
really does.
And then just the idea, like your ship. I mean, I don't know if you stay in your ship the whole time, the whole game, right? Because it's not out. But
Yeah.
in this trailer, it shows you going back and forth between your little ship, your little thing. It just looked very cool.
Yeah. Neat, man.
It was really neato.
I see that you're sporting your Game of Thrones wallpaper,
Oh yeah, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
I've reevaluated my top 5 heroes.
Yeah, Jon Snow is not my top hero in there.
Get out.
No, he's not.
He's the only one. Okay, first of all, let me
First of all, no. Okay,
let me tell you
Let me tell you
no, let me tell
why
you
you're
no,
wrong.
No, let me
in
tell you
about
why
2
you're
seconds.
wrong. Okay. First of all, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow's a whiny little baby.
You have not seen what I have
Okay.
seen.
Let me tell you, Brand
Dude,
is a
Brand,
badass.
No, let me
The
turn
dude can control trees. Okay,
Come on, he turns into a bird,
What does Jon
and
Snow
he-
control? The
He-
wall.
Jon Snow cuts the
Ooh.
head off of a bird.
Oh,
I mean, he did,
Okay.
and a crow. Why would you turn into like a hawk or something?
Because it's all symbolism and imagery. Because get it, Jon Snow's a crow. Bran can turn into a crow. God, the crows. They're all north of the wall.
Bran just sits in his will. He doesn't even help.
Oh, you discriminate against him because he's handicapped.
No,
That's why you don't like him.
Hey, well, first of all, you shouldn't be climbing towers when you're like 2 years old.
He doesn't
right?
even help. What?
Excuse me, if you climbed the tower and saw a brother and a sister getting it
Okay.
on, I'm sure you'd fall off the tower
Especially if you're
He
pushed.
was-
He was pushed. Oh,
pushed on
funny
that.
story. Let me tell you a story. Not to get way off topic here, but I work with someone who buys doesn't buy Legos for their kid. They buy the Chinese knockoff for their kids, and they bought the Game of Thrones Chinese knockoff off the internet. and it has Cersei, and then there's this guy in the middle, Jim. And we've determined that Jim is Jaime Lannister, but it's Jim. The Chinese knockoff name is Jim. And it's
That's
so
funny.
funny.
No. Okay, now there's a character, Jaime Lannister. Now, he's a cool guy.
Jaime Lannister is probably one of my favorite characters.
And, I mean, he's got his weird sister thing going on. But that just shows you how cool he is, you know?
That just shows you how
He doesn't care what people think. He doesn't care what you think.
No, check it out. Bran, I will admit, Bran does some cool things. But
Dude.
Jon Snow, man, first of all, he's the only one that's,
Okay.
like, morally straight.
What are
Like,
your?
he's the only, like, legitimately good guy.
What are your?
in that.
No, I disagree. I think Arya is probably.
Okay.
Really though?
Yeah, I mean she's becoming. She's
I
becoming.
see.
A
I don't
badass.
watch the show. I've only read the books. So, but she's
Yeah, in the show,
kind of-
she's becoming a.
I think she will come full circle and be higher than Jon.
Now, see, now here, check this out. She's becoming a bad A, but who does she support?
Your mom.
Jon Snow.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, she's very Jon Snow.
Okay, moving on. Crackdown
Yeah.
3. Before people get mad at us for
top 5 though. Jon Snow's in your top 5. Like,
I've reevaluated
like
my
of
top
all
5
characters,
heroes. Yeah,
like Master Chief.
I've reevaluated my top 5 heroes. Yeah.
Oh,
Who
let's
got
hear
bumped
them.
off?
Let's hear it. Wait. Let's hear your top 5 heroes of all time.
Okay, so top 5, Master Chief is still on the
Yeah,
list. I mean, he's
number 1,
he's-
right?
Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah,
He's number
yeah.
1. Jon Snow, right? This is not 1 to 5. This is just the 5, right?
Okay.
So there's Master Chief, Jon Snow, Captain Levi.
Okay, Captain
Yeah.
Levi
Yeah. Natsu Dragneel.
is an emo boss.
Yeah,
but
he's-
Captain
he's
Levi.
pretty
When you watch
legit.
Attack on Titans,
Yeah, you'll
Spicy, you
pretty
will
legit.
understand.
Yeah,
Captain
okay.
Levi.
Yeah, Natsu Dragneel.
Don't
Just
know
because
who
I
that
liked,
is.
he's from Fairy Tale. He's pretty tough, but he throws a little. He's like he replaced Nathan Drake, kind of. He's tough, but he throws that comedy in there.
Okay.
And then Conan. After I
Oh.
saw that cover art, and he's Conan.
Conan. Yeah, Conan should be on there.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I
So
like your
reevaluated
top
my
5 hero.
Oh well, actually, okay. I actually might drop Natsu Dragneel and put Geralt on there because
Okay,
he's
Geralt is cool.
that guy's just tough.
Geralt
Yeah.
is cool too.
Yeah, but-
Spicy, if you don't have a top 5, what's your top 3? Because top 5 is kind of hard. You got to give that thought.
Yeah.
The top 3.
So
in no,
Master
in no
Chief
particular
is-
order.
Well, Conan is like the alpha male of alpha males.
Yeah, he really is.
He's like, no one can touch that guy. You know, when you have James Earl Jones as an enemy, you know, I guess technically everybody in the Star Wars universe had James Earl Jones kind of
As their enemy.
As an enemy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to base this on. Like as sheer
Just your favorite heroes, top 3.
Nathan Fillion,
Okay.
Dwayne Johnson.
Okay. Oh, we're going real life heroes, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And
I got mine.
okay,
John Marston.
Jim Raynor. I love Jim Raynor.
Oh, Jim Raynor's
Any
cool.
cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Marston's a
John
good
Marston would be on my list because, well, enough said.
one. Yeah. Dude, it's official.
Doc Holliday,
Doc
Oh,
Holiday's a good one.
yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
he's got to be up there.
John Wick. Yeah, that's a
Dude, John Wick. He's
yeah.
tough.
John Wick is the man.
And
Keanu Reeves.
and I have to agree with Reaper of Souls. Daenerys Targaryen
Mother of Dragons.
is
Breaker of Chains.
awesome. I think she actually beats Jon Snow on the awesome scale as well.
No.
And she's hot.
I'll give you that.
Moving on, Crackdown 3.
Yeah, this
Big
one,
news this week.
Yeah, so Crackdown 3, I mean, everybody's probably heard it. It was supposed to launch with the Xbox One X, but it has been delayed to 2018. Now this one, I mean, I understand why games are delayed. You want to have them perfect. I'd rather wait for a game and have it work when it comes out than release a game early and have it suck because nothing works, right? So I get it. I understand why it's being delayed, but this one was kind of sad. You know, I was really excited to get this game.
Sure.
It looked fun. I've been excited for it for a while, so it's kind of a bummer that we're waiting until 2018 for this one.
So
We've been waiting forever for this one.
This one,
This
do you
one-
And they
think
haven't
this-
really shown a lot.
Do you
know?
think-
Well, I mean, they haven't. They really.
Do you think Crackdown 3 being delayed now, does this hurt the Xbox One X launch?
I think perception-wise it does because people. I mean, the Xbox is just like the PS4 Pro, right? It's a more powerful Xbox that can play your games more efficiently and make them look better, play better, all that stuff,
Sure.
right? You played in 4K, all that fun stuff, right? But I think, you know, I mean, as you've seen in the news when this came out, people were like, oh, now the Xbox One X has no games launching with it. And it's like, well, it has an entire Xbox catalog of
Sure.
games. You know what I mean? Like it's It's like if I were to go out and buy, I play Civilization right now on the PC, right?
Sure.
If I were to go out and buy a new awesome PC, there's no games launching with that PC.
Yeah.
But all my old games are going to now play a lot better, right? I mean,
That's a
this
very
is
good
that,
point.
You know,
Yeah.
so I don't.
You don't think it does, Mr. McSpicy?
I think perception-wise, a lot of people look at it like, oh, great, now the Xbox One X is not launching with the game. But I mean, it's an upgrade to your console.
yeah,
That's what it's meant to be
McSpicy.
about.
Do you think this hurts the launch of the Xbox One X?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, because ultimately, we've learned time and time again, hardware doesn't sell hardware. Games sell hardware.
Software's- Yeah.
You
I mean,
know,
you're going to
so-
have Forza 7 with it, but Forza 7's coming out a couple months before.
So they're going to have that upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, look at what Zelda did with the Switch. Look what Halo did with the original
True,
Xbox.
true
Look at,
doctrine.
you see time and time again. So, but I mean, Crackdown, was that really a console seller? I don't know if it was a console seller. I think
You had to be in a specific category to like that. you
yeah,
know?
I agree totally with Jordan. I think perception wise, I'm still getting it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I have a lot of games that have been announced that are going to be patched and new games coming that I'm excited
Yeah.
for. So I'm getting it.
yeah. So there's nothing coming out then with it, is there?
Not yet. So Gamescom is coming. Sunday is Gamescom. There's going to be an announcement at Gamescom. A lot of people are theorizing that a new big title is going to be announced, and perhaps with the launch
Scalebound.
of the Xbox One X,
Scalebound.
just they come back. They were just playing mind games with us.
Yeah, they're like, we got this. That'll be funny.
So yeah, bummer that I was excited for Crackdown 3, but I mean, I get it. I'd rather wait and
Yeah,
have
but-
it be good than release and have a bunch of bugs.
For
and
me,
be, you know.
for me, it doesn't matter. I will still
Sure.
get the hardware, but I can see people going, well, what's the point getting it the first week? They'll probably get it 3 months later or
when
whatever.
like Assassin's Creed or
Yeah.
something comes
So
out, something that's
initially-
really utilizing it.
Initially, yes. Long term, no. So
Okay.
short term, yes. Long term,
Okay,
no.
good answer.
One of my favorite stories of the week. This is the game where I
The
literally
game
got
to end all games.
the game to end all games. A game where I literally got an achievement for destroying the entire forest on a golf course.
Oh, yes.
Battlefield Bad Company, the first one, the best one.
Yeah.
So, well, story-wise anyway, is coming or is here
Yeah.
on backward compatibility.
It is
I'm
here.
going to rebuy this
Bad.
on backward compatibility
wait,
and play through the campaign.
Are the online servers still? Are they?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
That would be cool if they
that would
are.
be cool.
I hope that they
That
turn
would
the
be
servers
awesome,
back
yeah.
on because this
They
game
just
was
plug
awesome.
them in. They had to plug them in.
Bad Company is probably it's my favorites in the whole Battlefield series.
It was really fun. Bad Company 2, I will admit, had better multiplayer because they refined it. They got the destruction to like total destruction. The campaign sucked, and I don't know why, but even in multiplayer, they're like, well, if your friends aren't talking, we'll just have computers say the F word every other second, which
no, that wasn't Bad Company 2.
that was Bad Company 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In multiplayer, you'd be like, all right, I'm going to go capture this flag. And like a computer would say, F yeah! Or something. You're like, whoa, hey. that's
Wait,
not
I thought
even
that was.
cool." No, that was Bad Company 2. They just like I don't mind if you swear, but
No,
have a
'cause-
reason. Like, don't just do it, you know?
No, well, I thought that was what was the Battlefield that came after Bad Company 2? Battlefield 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
And that
one.
one kept, they are using the, that kept the
Well,
same
because
audio.
that's why I like Bad Company so much because it was so lighthearted and throughout the campaign, which was fun, you laughed.
Yeah,
There was some
legitimately
funny
hilarious.
parts,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
hilarious, yeah.
It was
Number 2, it felt
didn't
like
take-
they tried too much to be funny. Like, they just kind of
Number 2 and 1 have the best maps, though. For
I agree.
multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer wise,
The
Bad
farm
Company
map
and
in
Bad
2
Company
is my
2.
favorite. The golf course in 1. Every map in 1 actually.
Well,
because
because Bad Company 2 is where they introduced like full on destruction. Like
Yeah.
you can level buildings.
That is a game that I have there's some games where you remember and it changed gaming forever for you. And Bad Company 1, when I just remember sitting there with Jordan and Spicy and other people playing online, and I'm sitting there and trees are falling around me, and the sound from Bad Company put a ton of sound into
Yeah.
that, and just thinking, this is
The
insane.
best part was driving around in a golf cart
Yeah.
while someone was shooting, and I was sat there with the stupid little repair drill. And you're just going around, and we were just mowing
Dude,
people
I remember
over.
I think you were like super sick, and
Yeah.
and we were telling. I was like, dude, we just bought this game, Bad Company, and I went and bought it for you. You gave me like $60 to go, and we played it forever.
Oh yeah, that game was.
It was good, and I remember. I can't remember who it was, but there was a map called Oasis,
Oh yeah.
and it was very pop dense in one zone on Rush. And
Yeah.
I don't know who it was, but someone just like got a grenade launcher and
No,
went
that's me.
straight through the
That's
map.
me. That's it
'Cause
was.
you can just make holes.
That was my favorite. I would always play the guy that had the grenade launcher because you could traverse the map just by blowing holes into the wall and running forward.
Well, what was cool about that game is someone was up shooting you from that window. You just blow up that window.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, now we take it for granted because it's everywhere now, right? I mean, it's a standard, right?
Yeah.
But that was like the first time, like
that was good. Absolutely.
And I agree, they had the best maps. The golf
maps.
course map, the
They
Vietnam expansion
they've
for Bad
never-
Company 2. I
The
mean,
Battlefield series, as its mechanics have improved, the scale and scope of it has improved. What they've never been able to replicate to this point is the balance of their maps.
Yeah.
The having as good as maps as you've had in 1 and 2. 2 was not as good as 1, but 2 still had iconic maps. Most memorably, the farm for me was super memorable in that game.
yeah.
Sniper. You were a sniper a lot in that game. That's just-
Snipe City, yes.
Yeah. The ghillie suit.
Last
Yeah,
Xbox
anyway,
One X leak.
Xbox One X leak. This is all the Gamescom stuff. Xbox One X, Gamescom,
There's
this
a leak.
weekend. There's a leak that,
There'll be a limited Project Scorpio edition.
yeah.
Would you purchase the Project Scorpio
it's
edition?
probably honestly going to be just like the day one edition. You know,
Yeah,
I-
because all the.
I think I will purchase the Project Scorpio
Well, aren't we
edition.
all getting it? We're
Yeah,
all getting it,
all
right?
three of
Yeah,
us.
Yeah, we're all getting it.
Well,
So we'll all purchase the Scorpio edition.
Yeah, might as well. Just don't spill root beer on it or
that was my
or
wife.
Pepsi on your.
that
that
was my
was-
wife.
that was the
and
day
it
one
was
controller.
bubbly.
Yeah.
And I was so pissed. And that controller still sits and does
Hey.
not get used. But I heard you could take it apart and steam it and fix
Oh,
the
really?
stickiness. Yes, I've just yet to do it.
So yeah, there's a rumor that there's going to be a Xbox One X edition. I guess there was something up on a site somewhere.
We're gonna find out. This is Sunday.
Yes. So
We're gonna
let
find
me-
out
let me get
pre-order
you
dates.
Good people, the times.
Yes,
Someone in
give me the
chat
time.
talked about Fable 4 being a big announcement. That would
That would be cool.
very
Fable
cool.
4
I
launches
like
with
the Fable
Xbox
series.
One X. Although I agree with Soggy Bottom in chat. He said a new
Who
title.
doesn't agree with Soggy Bottom?
He said a new title announced with almost immediate release date seems a little bit hopeful. I agree with that. But you don't need it to launch with it. You just need to know that it's coming.
Yeah.
And that would still drive sales.
So
Time.
Time.
Where can we watch this?
The
Gamescom Xbox
Gamescom.
conference.
all right. So it's Sunday. This Sunday, August.
I think
20th.
I think
Yes, August 20th.
we're having two different discussions here.
Well, I'm not even involved. I'm just
I think
sitting
Age
back.
of Empires Definitive Edition will be announced for the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Boom.
That would be cool. I hope it is. Now that they're talking about Fable, I would like to see another Fable because Fable 3
Yeah.
really got me angry.
So Gamescom, where can people watch it?
So
Sorry.
you can watch it anywhere. You can watch it on your Xbox, Microsoft, Twitter, all the usual places, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be Sunday, August 20th. Here are the times for you. 9 p.m. CEST. I don't know what time zone that is, but for
Whatever.
those that do know,
Go
that
look it
will
up.
be when it'll there. 8 p.m. BST. Also don't know what time zone that is, but for our people around the world,
There
that's
you go.
what time it is in your time
And
zone.
last but not least, 12. noon.
12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
There you go.
For those here in America. For us, that'll be what? 1
o'clock for us.
1 o'clock for us.
We'll be watching it.
So that'll be very cool. I'm excited. Sunday, got the day off. Excited to
watching
watch
it.
it.
Good for you, man.
So
Yeah.
very, very exciting times.
Biggest news story of the week, in your opinion?
I really liked Battlefield coming back.
back.
I mean, I don't know how much I'll play it. I'll probably buy it for whatever it's worth right now and play a couple rounds just for fun. But I really just when I heard that announcement, all the memories of playing with you guys came back.
Yeah,
it was just a really good time.
Non-prophetic in chat said, watch Gamescom on Mixer. They're doing a giveaway like E3. Absolutely. For those of you that don't know, we stream live on Mixer. We talk about it every week. But come check us out live every Friday on Mixer. And Monday through Friday, we've got a morning stream. It's a good time. It's a great way to start your day. It's afternoon for some people, and it's evening for others in the world. So it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And good night.
To everybody in the world, Monday through Friday, come join us on Mixer, like the channel. It's just a great place to hang out. Come watch the show live if you haven't yet. It's a good time. With Crackdown 3 being delayed, the perception out there is that Xbox One, Microsoft has a first title problem. I think calling it a problem, it's not because they're going to get first-person titles. They're not going to get first-party titles. It's just a matter of when they're coming out. Right now, they don't have any big ones necessarily coming down the AAA ones coming down the pipe, and that's what's being perceived as a problem. And Crackdown, I think, maybe is emphasizing that. There's an interesting article by Ryan McCaffrey over at IGN that I thought we would review for our discussion. He gives his 7 tips. He gives 7 tips on how he thinks Xbox can fix their first party thing. I thought we'd go through each one of those tips and say whether or not we agree. Tip number 1 of fixing the Microsoft first party problem: reboot Fable at Rare. Agree, disagree? Jordan, rebooting Fable.
Well, rebooting Fable would be nice. I mean, I liked the Fable series with the exception of number 3.
I really liked number 3, but I never played the other ones.
Yeah, what makes me mad about number 3 is it was a $60 expansion to number 2. That's really all it was. And that was just kind of annoying. You know what I mean? I feel like number 3 was like a money grab.
Sure.
But,
So anyway, rebooting Fable.
Rebooting Fable, I think, would be good. Giving it to Rare, they're a good studio. They're working on Sea of Thieves right now, and I think that's where their main focus is. Honestly, I would give it. And see, this is, I don't know, people. I'd give it to someone we haven't heard of. You know what I mean, like a no-name studio, or even create your own studio specifically, like they did with 343.
Yeah, I think Ryan McCaffrey says Rare is a British studio. Fable's very British, like
it is. It's British
stuff,
humor, yeah.
So,
but I mean, create your own British studio. I mean, like you did with 343 in Seattle. I mean, they've done it before. They can do it again. I wouldn't mind if it went to Rare. I think Rare's a good studio, but I just feel like Rare's really focusing on.
Well, they got their hands full with
and I think
Thieves, and
Sea of Thieves is going to be like their game that they're going to be focused on for quite a while.
That really is one of the flagship games that are coming out for the Xbox. Yeah. So I wouldn't tie their hands up with something else. I would make sure that that's done, and then maybe later, after,
bring back Fable.
Yeah, give it to them.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, make a first-person Shadowrun RPG. Mr. McSpicy, thoughts on this? A first-person Shadowrun RPG.
Shadowrun?
Yeah, Shadowrun was 2007 first-person shooter. Do you remember that game?
I don't remember that. Maybe let me look it up real quick.
It's a lot like Deus Ex, like in how it plays.
Okay, he must. I never played that. I guess Shadowrun. That's showing my ignorance of this game. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. It's a really fun game. It's not necessarily my style of game, but super fun game. Basically, he's saying bring back a unique RPG first person shooter.
Like exclusive
first party. This would be a first party.
Yeah. Well, I guess that would make sense then.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's go to this one. Bring back Crimson Skies.
I loved Crimson Skies.
Rebooting Crimson Skies in an open world sequel on the Xbox One X. How big would that be?
I mean, we really don't have a lot of dogfighting games. I know Elite Dangerous kind of
Ace Combat.
Ace Combat.
Yeah.
Which is basically Final Fantasy.
But Crimson Skies just had flair and style.
Oh yeah, it's style. It really did, and character.
Character, and it was like the planes you could get. Remember that big old huge plane you would get? That game was so fun. But dogfighting games, I mean, we talked about this with RTSs.
Sure.
The audience size of RTS fans is not as large as other.
I agree with that, but you have the name and nostalgia of Crimson Sky behind you. I think it would be a large launch game.
Yeah, I feel as though that it really wasn't that big back then. I mean,
No, it's become a cult classic.
yeah, at the time, I felt like I was the only one playing it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's become bigger as time's gone on. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's really good. These are just like bring back Fable. Sure, yeah, that'd be great. Bring back a better RPG or a good RPG. Sure, that sounds good. I mean, sure, yeah. Bring back Crimson Sky. Yeah, I'd like that. You know, I like that game.
Yeah.
I have to agree.
Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 just needs to happen. I agree.
Will.
I agree.
I think it's obviously
Well, look at
Remedy's-
Quantum Break.
Yeah.
There were so many teasers and
Yeah, well, and the
Easter
thing
eggs in
is
Quantum Break.
Remedy is I mean, Remedy's working on it, right? I mean, obviously, but I mean, I just think Remedy's one of those studios that really likes to take their time a lot.
Here is one. Make a Ninja Gaiden spiritual successor.
Oh my
that'd
gosh!
be good,
yeah, Black Ninja Gaiden Black. So you'd have to. I mean, Team Ninja. That was like Team Ninja when they were in their prime. I would love that. Okay, I agree with that 100%. A very, very, very difficult Ninja Gaiden game.
Sure.
Not these easy ones that hold your hand through it. Ninja Gaiden was such a hard, difficult game, and that was the appeal to it. You wanted to improve. And it made every upgrade you got made you feel cooler. And you had to earn your wins in that game, and
Sure.
and how you would bounce up the walls and you do your flips and stuff. That game would be awesome to have another Ninja Gaiden game for sure. I agree. Holy cow!
Wow, you just got really excited.
Because that's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah. Get Splinter Cell Chaos Theory 2 in production.
That would be fun.
We do need.
Yeah, that's Ubisoft. Though,
You
so,
have
I mean-
Metal Gear. You have Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, hey, Metal Gear Rising came out to backward compatibility. Just throwing that out
they're
there.
just there. Well, there you go.
Was
There's
that in
some
the news, or-
Also,
Yeah.
Madden 18, you can now play the trial
Oh,
version
yeah.
of. Yep,
Yeah,
and if you have
there's-
EA access, you get 10 free hours.
Yep, the
A
early
bit
stuff.
ahead of everybody else. So we're just missing the news. And last but not least, bring back Xbox Live Arcade, which I feel like actually I don't. This is the one that I disagree. I actually,
Xbox Live Arcade.
yeah, I actually don't think Xbox Live Arcade. I mean, Xbox Live Arcade was really good at highlighting the best ID at Xbox games every week and getting you into new independent games. But I feel like the gaming landscape has changed so much that we know about indie games all the time. Anyways, it's not.
But do we though? Because maybe what he's trying to say is just a platform to see these games highlighted.
Yeah.
Because we go through these games every week,
This
and
is true.
I get excited about them, and then I forget about them until I see it on a sale.
Well, I
This
think
is true.
in the store they may have. I haven't. There, let me check. But
I could turn
mean,
my
no,
Xbox
And then
on
the
it.
Summer of
Yeah.
Arcade, which was all ID games. Summer of
Yeah.
Arcade was good.
no, that would be good. I mean, I agree with it.
Yeah.
So maybe not arcade, how the arcade did it, but just
overall, I don't think there's anything.
No, I think he brings up good points. But I mean, like Mark said, it was basically just bring more fun games.
Yeah.
and you can't really say no to that.
So, do we think that at Gamescom this year, do we think there's going to be?
You know what? It's been so quiet and stuff about it. I feel like Phil Spencer. He'll drop a bomb.
He'll try. See, you can't. When you say that,
I don't know.
I
why
don't think that
like as a bad
means
way.
what you think it means. Like, you say he's gonna drop a bomb. I think he's going to the bathroom. Like, or he messed up. Like, if he drops the mic,
I mean it as it's a
Or
good thing. Yeah, I don't know how
if
it's.
he drops some news, or I don't know something. How about he doesn't drop anything and he just blows it up? Like, if he goes on stage and blows it up, that makes more sense to me. But he goes on stage and drops a bomb. That's a bad connotation in my mind.
In my
he
mind,
drops a big hot steamy one.
yeah, in my mind, I think that's you drop the bomb.
Sometimes I just like to throw a grenade in there
Yeah.
and see what happens.
No,
and walk away.
he's the kind of guy that like we've seen before. He just kind of like, oh, and by the way,
Soggy Bottom Boy again in chat said maybe a Rise 2 at Gamescom.
dude, see that would be cool.
Here's the thing. I think.
But didn't they say they're done with Rise? Like, there's not.
That's
gonna
so
make a sequel?
disappointing,
Yeah.
and especially because Rise at launch was the beauty game. Like, that game showed off, and it was just a good game. Period.
It was fun.
You could do the same thing with
But,
Xbox One X.
Your overly critical reviewers, who, by
Well,
the
see,
way,
that's
came
what
out a year later and said
said
it
they
was
were
actually a
wrong.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That was the sacrificial goat game because it was way at the time. It was so hip and cool to hate on that game, to be in the media, in the gaming media, and it drove me crazy. And
Was it
Ryan
perfect?
McCaffrey,
No.
I would like
But it
to
was
have
fun.
him say that instead of these games that are like bring back your favorite games of all time on the X. Well, that's such a political answer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that Rise 2 is an popular thing to do.
Sure.
I
I see what you're saying.
because people that played that game like that game.
Oh, it's very
not
good.
not critical reviewers.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they came back afterwards and said they were wrong. They
Yeah, a
bought
lot of
into
them
the
did.
hype.
And they're like, wow, actually, I played this game a year later
But-
and I had a lot of fun.
But,
Well, that's
but
just
on that
fun
note,
game.
when you come back and do that, that kind of kills your credibility because if if previous to that I'm basing whether or not I purchased that game on your review there in the moment, and a year later you come back and say I was overly critical because of the hype. Now you make me question every
Well, that's
review.
why I really think Mark's. You watch people play it. Watch Twitch.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I
agree.
I watch YouTube Let's Plays, just because I have a few people on YouTube that I follow that play a few games, and that's how I watch maybe the first two, and if I like it,
What usually gets me to pull the trigger on a game is the first 20 minutes. They'll make a decision in the game that I wouldn't make, and now I got to buy it and play it just to make sure that I play it how it's supposed to be played.
Anyways, great thoughts. I thought it was an interesting piece.
Yeah,
an
that is
interesting
very
discussion to
interesting.
start thinking of ways what you want to see from Xbox, Microsoft. It's going to be interesting to see on Sunday what Xbox announces in regards to Gamescom. Anyways, go check out the Ryan McCaffrey article over at IGN. It's his opinion piece on how he can bring back first-party games. Aaron Lundy writes in. And for those of you that want to submit a question every week over on Facebook.com/X1Bros, you can do so. Aaron Lundy writes in and says, I've been a huge fan of the third-person genre, especially fast-paced hack-and-slash third persons. We have some good shooters, but no hack and slash like Ninja Gaiden. Huh?
Yeah,
He said Ninja Gaiden sold me on the original Xbox in the first place. Now they're almost non-existent. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I feel like I feel like an audience is being overlooked, or are there games out there that I'm currently missing? Are the third-party hack and slash games overlooked now? Do they just not exist? What has happened to them, Mr. McSpicy?
I predict you will see a comeback in the next couple years of those type of games.
Is For Honor a hack and third
It
party?
would.
or
I would call it a hybrid Street Fighter hack and slash.
third person. Okay, yeah.
I don't know what else to call that.
So that's one that I would check out if you haven't checked out. That might fill your canteen for the time being.
But For Honor is. Yeah, I guess the campaign would be considered that. But the campaign really, I felt like the campaign was just prepping me for multiplayer.
it was really just
Sure.
multiplayer tutorial.
Yeah, that's all I felt it was. And like Ninja Gaiden is a single player campaign, and the campaign was awesome. I loved it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And so I feel as though For Honor would not fill that niche
Yeah,
that Ninja Gaiden is and was. So
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I see a lot of games on Twitch. There's a new one today I watched, and it was an MMO, but it looked like Zelda. It's like Dreadnought or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it looked like Zelda, a Zelda MMO, which got me intrigued because, I mean, Zelda is a third person styled almost hack and. It's not a hack and slash, but it's fun. I think you're going to see, because of the success of Zelda and Fortnite is third person, you're hacking walls to get
But you
stuff.
think we're eventually going to get back to that?
I think we're getting close to the loop of that specific game type. So I think so.
Sure.
And you did just have Metal Gear Revengeance come to backward compatibility.
Which
Is a hack
is
and
a hack and
slash,
slash. Well, there you go.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, it's a hack and slash.
But it's not a new title for the
Well, no, it's
backwards
not new,
compatibility.
but yeah.
Josh Gro, thank you very much, Aaron Lundy. Josh Groberg writes in and says, we've already went over that question, so never mind.
Castle Willkill says Rise to him was a hack and slash, and I wouldn't. Yes and no. I mean, it was with QuickTime events.
Yeah, Rise was a combination of hack and slash and
Telltale.
no, and
I'm
God
just
of
kidding.
War.
Okay, God of War. Okay, yeah.
Without the over the top.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Neo. I know how you NIOH on the PlayStation.
Dark Souls Ninja.
Well,
Yeah.
PlayStation right now has the hack and slash genre.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Xbox is kind of missing the boat, don't you think?
But we
who
see-
said
we
that?
still have- we get-
Non-Prophetic said that Nier Automata
where you
on PlayStation is doing very well. Xbox is currently missing the boat.
okay, but Neo is that's the
Ninja Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's Ninja Dark Souls. See, I think those games are I don't know, like because Dark Souls is that style just hard. Well, but it's not hack and slash. Like a hack and slash is you mash your buttons, right?
Yeah.
It's just like full fat. It's a Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. Well, Ninja Gaiden, yes, but you had to. Yeah. You did. I'm just.
Okay.
Those game types are so similar, yet they're different that
Yeah.
it's hard to.
Differentiate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel Eustace writes in and says, "Is Microsoft missing out on some money by not letting us customize the Elite controllers?" I myself, he says, would be happy to pay the money. I too, I would purchase a custom because here's the thing.
I don't think it's Microsoft that actually makes the Elite controllers, right?
Oh, I don't
think
know.
it's a third party that does it for them.
Is it? Well, here's the thing though. I would purchase a custom Elite controller because part of the premier controller
Yeah.
experience would be fully customizing. That
I mean,
controller.
I think it would be cool if they have the designs labs for their regular controllers. If you, I mean, like you said, you roll in to pay for it, right? It's $150.
Yeah.
Put that in the design labs, design your own Elite controller. I think that would be a cool idea.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think it's a different company that designs it for Microsoft. But I could be wrong. I'll
Well,
look
but
it up
that's
right
fine.
now.
But just have a design lab
Yeah.
for it as well. I think.
I think
that would
throwing
be-
the Elite
Big
controller in
Spicy,
design lab would be cool.
would you jump in on that?
I don't know.
Do you play? You don't play with your Elite controller. do
No,
you?
because the joysticks broke. They're not broke, but they're broke-ish, and it was a common problem with them. I don't know if yours has done this. I can show you. I can pull.
Well, I don't play with my controller upside down.
Well, that's when I'm really comfortable. Did you not watch the Switch conference where he's like, I could play like this on the couch with his controllers? No, because when you they feel funky. And I haven't pulled it out since I got in a phase where I was really angry.
So you put it away so you wouldn't break
Yeah,
it.
because that's a lot of money.
I broke my my
Master
Halo
Chief,
controller.
yeah.
My Master Chief controller is no longer working because
You squeezed it too
I
hard?
Hulk squeezed it so hard. I didn't throw my controller, but I pushed it together so hard that
Something snapped.
something snapped in the middle. That's when I was going to the gym too. I don't know if I'd pay for a custom one, just because, or a custom Xbox Elite, because I already have one. Maybe that's what it. I already have one.
Yeah. I would because I think it would make it that much more high end for me. You know.
You would pull. What would you call it? The Lord controller.
Yeah. The Lord pad.
Pad Lord.
Pad Lord. Melvin Frederick writes in, last but not least, could you recommend some party games on the Xbox? Yes, I've got a good one. If you've got to Connect, Fantasia.
That one is
Fantasia
amazing. That
is
is probably
way fun.
the best Connect game I've played.
Yes.
I should whip it out.
Hey, you use that phrase. I don't think you're using it
think
how
that
that means what you think it means.
What it think it means.
Let me just whip this out.
No, I think Fantasia is a really fun party game. I don't
It's
know.
all in the wrist.
Any other party games, McSpicy? Can you think of any party games that you could recommend to our friend Melvin Frederick
Party games?
on the Xbox One?
The Jackbox Party Pack.
Oh, the
Jackbox.
Jackbox Party Pack.
I actually started playing that with Toast when he would stream, and Stupendous. I hopped into his stream, and
Yeah.
you could play with people. You actually play it on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was really fun.
Yeah, all the Jackbox games are
I
all
would
really
love,
fun.
and this is just me. We played this on the 360. We actually bought the version
Seen
for
it?
the 360. I would
Seen it?
love to see a Seen It game come back.
Bring
to
it
the
back,
Xbox
baby.
One. Yeah, that was
any of
that was
those
just a good
trivia
time,
types
yeah.
games. I did Risk. It's not a party game, but it's a board game.
That you
Risk
can play
is
at
really
parties.
fun. That you can play at parties and be made fun of, probably.
Who cares?
We're playing it at
You're
a party.
happy, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That means it's time to talk about what we've been up to and what we've been playing. Again, if you want to submit a question, go over to Facebook. Every Friday, you can submit your questions there. Let's start with Jordan. What were you up to this week, and what did you play?
Dude, let me tell you. I played I played Battlefield 1 because I just really
Oh,
liked that
yeah.
game,
And what are you still sniping it up like it's 1999?
Yeah, it's just I think the noob influx is over. People are getting good.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
the
not.
noob.
Yeah, it's evened out. It's
The
leveled
noob
back.
population
Yeah,
has
they've
all been killed off.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah. No, it's just a lot of fun. I really like Battlefield. I've been playing with our younger brother. It's just a good time. I'm really excited for the In the Name of the SAR pack that I think is coming out next week.
Yeah. Now,
If
do
you're a
you
premium
have
member.
the expansion pack already?
I'm a premium member of
So
like
you're a
every
premium member still
Battlefield
there,
game.
and so it's coming. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so it's really fun. I have a good time with it. It's a fun game. And then of course, to lighten things up, I did get back into The Witcher because, like I told you earlier, I was like, I just need a dark fantasy game.
Yeah.
And The Witcher was still on my hard drive, so I loaded it up and I started playing.
How are you finding the DLC? Being
that
back
game
into it?
is honestly in
Learning
my
curve again, jumping back.
Well, I
into
mean,
it
you got
after
to
so
get
long?
used to. You got to get back in the groove.
Do you remember the story? Because that's what I found is I forgot. Like, okay, I remember this character. I don't remember what she did or he did. Or,
I remember the story.
Okay.
I made all the decisions that ended the story
Okay.
the way it ended.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You'd be surprised because when I started playing this a couple months ago, Witcher again,
You just picked right back up.
I remember it.
It was more the
Okay.
controls I just had to get used to, like,
That's,
you know.
yeah, that
Because
was
I mean,
more
I
or
was
less
used to
the-
Battlefield, right? Shooter, right?
Sure.
RPG is a little bit different. I had to get used to the control, but in my opinion, that game is just it's perfect.
And you've only done the Baron mission like 5 times
I
because
know.
you keep starting over.
I've basically
The Bloody Baron.
only the Bloody Baron.
and that's like the beginning of the game.
Yeah, or the freaking rescue his weird child that turns into a monster a million times.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
If you keep playing, yeah. I mean, because that's pretty much the story for a long time.
I know that. I got that part down pat.
Yeah, so that game is it's perfect.
I actually
mean,
kind of.
CD Projekt Red, they're really quickly becoming one of my favorite studios.
Yeah.
Geralt's in the top 5 of my top 5 favorite people.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I mean, it's just, and then you go to this new expansion, Blood and Wine. That's the one I've been playing because it's a whole new land and it's completely different from the war-torn land that you're used to in the game. It's all colorful and pretty. It's just the game is perfect. Everything about it. I mean, crafting, RPG,
It's just
the
a good
story. I
time.
mean, it's just fantasy. It's just good.
What's
I really like it.
Do you know the name of the country you're in Blood and Wine?
No,
Oh, okay.
High Garden. I think.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. That's just from Game of Thrones. But that's what I imagine High Garden would look like.
Because I read, so I just finished the books a couple weeks ago, all the Witcher books that are in
Yeah.
English.
Okay.
And
Valen, I
there's
think, is the original.
There's a wine country in the books, like
Is
a
it
country
infested
that
with vampires?
is it infested? Well, maybe that came later. It wasn't at the time.
Right now, well, it's kind of being cleaned out right now.
No, but like the whole world was in war except this wine country. This country. Well, when I call
that's where you think they got Blood and Wine
that's
from?
where they
what
got
you're
Blood
saying?
and Wine. I think it might be taking because I haven't played Blood and Wine.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it might be taking place in the same country.
Here, I can just while you guys are talking
That's
about your
cool.
games, I can just pull
Very
up what
cool.
takes place. But I really like The
They-
Witcher. It's such a good game.
Basically, the wine country
Sure.
is like Sweden. Is it Sweden? Switzerland.
Okay.
They're like neutral.
So they weren't affected by the war. The
Yeah,
ravages
exactly.
of
In the
war.
books, they weren't affected by the war because they're actually so rich.
They just paid off everyone.
I don't know.
like High Garden.
Like High Garden.
They were rich.
Yeah.
Mr.
Anyway,
McSpicy,
yeah.
what'd you play this week?
You know what I started playing
Hmm.
that I hadn't played in like 2 months?
What's that?
Hearthstone.
Oh yeah, I saw you played it right when we came over today.
I gotta say this. They just came out with the Lich King expansion.
That's great.
Would you say the Lich King in World of Warcraft was the best expansion, or?
In my opinion, it's the best expansion. Toussaint, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds really familiar.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it
this-
the best expansion for
I would have to
Hearthstone?
say yes.
Really?
I would have
Really?
to say the newest Hearthstone's expansion, the cards that you get that come out, and have you seen the animation for the Lich King when they throw down the card, the legendary, where like
Yeah.
ice
Kinda
comes
like when
everywhere?
you turn your hero into a Death Knight and
And-
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
her-
that's just a cool mechanic.
Oh,
Because it
man.
basically changes. It can change the way you play, right?
No, it's so. I think the most recent this expansion is the best one that they've ever done. It's so good. They have a lot of cool. They have a new life steal feature, and they have a lot of cool cards. And anyways, I really like it. So I've been playing. I played that, and it won. I know that's not an Xbox game, but
Sure.
I had to.
Oh yeah, well, I mean it's a great game.
I had to jump
Gotta
in.
mention it.
I played Fortnite a little bit too. I'm kind of pulling back now. I've kind of hit that game so hard that I need to pull back.
Yeah.
Conan is a good one to jump into.
Oh, there you go. You
Okay.
and Jordan
Yeah.
could be in the world of.
What's your gaming schedule right now, Jordan?
Yeah, because I don't know either.
Just whenever.
Oh, okay, well then, fair enough. I guess I'll never play with you ever again.
Well, it's usually I'm a little bit more hardcore on the weekends, but I just I try to do an hour a day.
Okay,
What time of that day?
I'll jump in Conan with you.
Yeah, no, I want you guys to.
Okay,
You
okay.
have it.
I'm there. I'll
Yeah.
have it. Yeah.
$30.
I don't.
It's Conan.
I know. By Crom, he's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just usually like an hour before bed. Some people like to read. I like
Some
to
people
play
like to
games.
read. Some
I just
people
turn on the
like to
subtitles.
learn music, and
Some people like to
improve
culture themselves.
I play games, as do we all.
No, yeah, I try and play like an hour before bed or something just to stay in the game, Just,
Yeah.
Gotta stay loose.
Yeah, there you go.
Loosey
really.
goosey. Myself, I played Forza Horizon a
Good one.
lot. Obviously, I'm at 50-something% in that game now. The races blow my mind. I've yet to race a race that I'm bored in. And they just came out with a new car pack, so I'm actually going to be downloading the new car pack. That game hooks you. It just sinks its claws into you and hooks you. Super fun. I also got to... I did play some golf club. Not as much as I'd like to play because we have a new season online. If you want to join the XoneBros Lodge, Season 2 is up. There are daily tournaments now. We have daily single-round tournaments. So, Jordan, you got to jump in and play, man.
No.
That game's it's the best golf. McSpicy, you got to get that game too. That's just such a fun.
I've almost pulled the trigger a couple times.
Yeah. Well, next time it's on sale. If you
Has it been on sale before?
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay. I will wait for that sale,
Yes.
and then I will play that game hard.
Oh yes, you will. Oh, that game is so much fun. But the game that I played, and I played this morning. I played Madden 18, and I played on the trial. I played the long shot story mode. It is very story driven. Very story driven. They have professional actors in that thing all over the place. Everyone's a professional actor, and you're going through the combine. It saves my progress so that when I
that's
get
cool. Yeah.
Madden 18,
Yeah, just like that's the nice thing about EA Access. It just
I will
carries
be
over.
there. Now, it was a lot of quick time events and decisions that you make. The decisions that you make cause your draft scouts to view your draft, like where you're going to be drafted at, higher or lower.
Really? Oh,
based
that's
on
cool.
those decisions. It's just really quick decisions, like you pull over at the side of the road and you're with your buddy and you're on Instagram and he's peeing. And you're videotaping him peeing, and it's whether or not you send that off publicly. I said no. And my draft stock rose as a result. And stuff like that. It's hilarious. But it's so funny. And it's very story driven, and I enjoy it. I just think it's another way to get into Madden.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Not until the end did I get to play. It takes you back. He flashes back to his memory, and you're playing in his freshman year of high school, and it has actually an NCAA feel
Oh, that's cool.
to
yeah,
it.
that's really
because
cool.
it's
Actually,
not quite
yeah.
Madden that you're playing when you're playing the game mechanics. And I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I'll be interesting to see how it progresses because it kind of wet your palate and it started to take off, and then it ended for the
Yeah,
trial. It
yeah.
only let you do so much for the demo. So I'm really excited to see how that played. I didn't get to play any of the regular game modes to check out the mechanics or anything, but I did like the long shot that received a lot of criticism. A lot of people made fun of it, but I think why not? 2K does it with their basketball, has a story mode. Why not have it for football? I think it's a great way to get you into the game even more. So, and I enjoyed that this week. That's it for the week, everybody. Mr. McSpicy, what will you be up to this week, and where can people find you?
I need a game this week.
Conan.
Conan, but I have to pay $30 for that.
But it's Conan.
I get that.
But it's Conan.
I don't know what I'm gonna play.
You can literally build a utopia.
I want a game that I can turn. That
Golf.
doesn't. Well, that I can turn. I want a game that I can turn off. No, I want a game that I could just dive into and a relaxing game. Just enjoy.
Jump
'Cause
back into some Forza Horizon. That is
yeah.
a nice,
The
relaxing
problem I
game.
have with that game is I'm so I want to get experience, and so I won't just enjoy the races. I will try to be min-maxing my time
Yeah.
playing.
But experience doesn't matter in this game at this point.
It's true. Except the leaderboards in our
Let me
on our
tell you which
clan.
one to get. Jump in the Hot Wheels. That is
Yeah.
freaking fun.
Yeah. Well, I
Diablo. Do Diablo 3 season.
There
that
you
would
season
go,
be
is
yeah.
up.
cool. I would be cool.
Because
Okay.
you can min-max that. You can turn it off. You can. I mean, you can
Yeah.
really do anything you want in that one.
Yeah. And then I could figure out how the seasons work. 'Cause I still haven't figured it out yet. I've usually just joined you guys and been
It's
like,
just a checklist, and you're
That's
trying
all
to
it
check
is.
it off and
As
then
fast as
score
you
the
can.
highest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And once you, yep.
Yeah, Nonprofit says Slime Rancher. I've seen people playing that. I
A
hear.
lot of people are high on that right now.
I don't think you.
I don't think that means what
What
you
you think it means. All right, thanks, Nonprofit. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just gonna find a game. I had this discussion with my wife today.
Sure.
I need to take a day off.
Yeah.
Yeah. As do I.
I'm gonna.
As do I.
I
had
think-
I had a rough work week. Next week's gonna be just as rough. But after that, I'm catching the flu, baby. All right, I'm gonna be knocked out.
I have been so stressed out with work. I just need to take. I need to take a day off. So I will probably be taking a day off and gaming.
Do it, baby. Jordan, how about you?
More Battlefield, more Witcher.
You know, maybe I'll jump into Battlefield with you.
It's a fun game.
Yeah. When do you play
Like an hour before
with
bed.
Jono? What
Like
time
an
do you go
hour
to bed?
Before bed.
Midnight.
Like I don't know.
Yeah,
11?
you're not. He's eluding
Midnight?
every question we
I
ask.
know.
No. Yeah, midnight generally
Oh, okay.
You go to bed at midnight, or you start playing at
How do you
midnight?
do that, man? Because you wake up early.
at 7. So it's 7 hours.
Okay. It's not as bad as I thought.
You just gotta get the solid 6. Remember?
Yeah.
So I go to bed at midnight, but I end up watching a TV show.
I
and
go to bed
fall
at
asleep
9 because I'm up
1.
at 5 and I'm streaming at 5:30.
Yeah. So
You can join me in the morning.
I
You
probably
know what's
won't.
funny? I go to bed like when you start streaming.
Just crossing. Our paths
Yeah,
cross. We're like an eclipse.
Crossing the
And
streams.
of course, I am going to jump into Conan.
Oh, yeah. Conan the
Exiles.
Barbarian.
I'm headed to the north to fight the White Walkers.
Yes. All of this talk of Rise, where can people find you?
Oh, Jordan the Man XOB everywhere.
All of this talk of Rise makes you want to play Rise, so I'll say I want to play it. I probably won't. Madden 18 is on its way next week, I believe. We could get Madden 18, so I'll be purchasing that. And then Watch Out World.
Yeah, and
Here
then
I come.
we'll go through our weekly, because usually what happens is when a new Madden game comes out,
Oh, we play.
we get all amped and
Jordan
we
gets
play
pissed. Actually, Jordan never gets mad. It's always fun. My little brother
it.
Jonathan,
He gets
kicked
mad
him.
when he loses.
I
to
think I
you.
unfriended him from Xbox Live for a little while because of our last Madden match.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
personal.
Oh, I got pissed
Why?
because he plays and he talks the trash. If you're going to talk the trash, you got to expect to get the trash talked back.
I talk it.
And me and Jordan, we can do that.
I'm pretty good at it.
We can do that. Jono thinks he's going to beat me, and I smash him. And he talks trash, and then it's like 24-0. I'm like, hey, Jono. Silence. Doesn't talk the rest of the game. Like, Jono, you want to play another rematch? Nothing. All right, screw you. So then I'm
Then
out.
unfriend.
I'm out, unfriend. You can't even see me now. I don't want to play with you.
No, yeah, I'm excited for
We
you to
can be
get.
brothers, but we're not friends.
I'm excited for you to get Madden because we usually do. We put for about like a month or so. We just
Oh,
get hardcore playing it. And
No, some of
It's a
those
good-
get,
yeah, it's
some
a
of
good
those
match.
get
Those
intense.
are
and then when
gold.
Jono does beat me, it sucks. It's the worst because he rubs it in.
Yeah.
I beat you sometimes.
I think, yeah, that happened once, right? You beat him once?
I've beaten
What
him a few
happens is
times,
when he
yeah.
does beat me, it's always like the first time we play. After,
Yeah,
like,
because we're used to the new mechanics.
and then we
Well,
catch
what I
up.
like to do, Mark, is I like to establish the run right at the beginning of the game.
It's what he does.
Yeah, I like to.
Now the problem is when he comes up against me, I am Lord Run Stopper.
yeah, Lord run stuff. I think you can put Lord in front of
Right,
anything.
you got to
It just
put the
makes-
Lord at the end. Run Stopper Lord.
Oh, there you go. Yes. Anyways, I'm XoneBros
Lord
everywhere.
Lord Run
We-
Stopper
we've-
sounds like a douche.
We've got to get out of here. This has gone on too long. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. There's a lot of negativity out there in gaming. There's a lot of it. Just go look around. A lot of people that are super critical of video games. A lot of people that want to start the fanboy wars and keep those going. If you want to end the negativity, you can. Support the show. Head over to Patreon. For $1, you can end negativity. We are Positive Gaming. This is the X1 Bros. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.